Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's get some music going. Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday. It's Monday. All of a sudden, I was hearing it's a manic Monday. I'm going to save that. Okay, we're just getting some music cured up. Hi, Mayuma. How are you, love? Let's get some cool music happening. There. There. How are you this morning? I haven't pulled cards yet, but today, good. Um, did you do any? Did you do anything with the full moon last night? Did you do some release ceremony or any stuff like that? Hi guys. Good morning. Good morning. You know what I was when I was setting it up this morning, and I was putting in, like the gold gift here that was the coffee cup, and I was like, they need to have, like, I know there's TGIF Friday, like, so TGIF ones, but there's nothing to say yay Monday, right? And I think that they should. Tamale. Hello, Evelyn. Hi, Renee. It's been a while. Good morning. Good morning, Joanne. Aw, he's so energetic. I love it. Good morning. It's a beautiful Monday. Yay, CJ. I thought about you today. I was like, where has CJ been? She's been gone. Oh, I have to tell you about this cool meditation that I had. Cheers, friend. Look, I'm using a different cup. This is a cup that I've had for like a long time, and it says coffee lover. And then on the back of it, it has this little, I don't know, what kind of dog is that? Is that a Frenchie? I thought Frenchies were brown, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what kind it is, but I like it. Wake up and smell the coffee. I thought it was really cute, but I've had it for quite a long time. It even has a tiny chip in the bottom. I just noticed. Coffee's a good idea. Whatever the reading is for this Monday is seeming a bit rough. I don't know who's pulling the cards, like who's requiring the cards, but I think we're on a good. We're heading towards something good, but there's some rough energy, coming from the cards. So I don't know whose this is, but let's see what it is. It's a French bulldog. Yeah. That's what I thought. Like those little, but they're so cute. They're so cute. Yay! I don't know where my mods are at. I don't know, man. I don't know. Might be time to get some more mods so that I have mods all the time. He's a baby. It is. It's a cute little baby, though. It's a cute little baby. Thank you, Sherry. How are you? So the cards for this morning are a bit rough. Do we need to do some heart focused breathing this morning? Maybe remind everyone what that's all about, how to do it, how good it is for your nervous system. I had a really awesome meditation this morning, and I tried to do this. I did the quantum session on myself that I do for my clients. So I did a quantum session with me, and I've been I'm trying to work through my spiritual gifts and open them up. Cause right now hi Selma, how are you, love? I always feel like, in the beginning when, Harry Potter was trying to, fly the broom for the Quidditch, right? When he was starting to learn how to fly the broom, and it was just like all over the place and inconsistent and, like sputters and that's what I feel like sometimes, because it's just sometimes they're really good and they're really on point and they're there and they're like whatever. But, other times it's like, hello, hello. So anyway, I'd have this moment where I would go into like a meditative state, and I could see myself being cut. And Well, that's disturbing. So I think that, so anyway, I figured out like in a previous life that I had, I was on a planet and it had like these, like not, they didn't look like like you and I look like, just different, right? Hi, Muga. And I was like persecuted for having psychic gifts, and there was a lot of fear that was trapping stuff. So hopefully working through that. But we'll see. I have some sessions coming up. Oh yeah, you know what? I didn't even share. I didn't even do that for myself. Sharing is caring. Good morning, Julie. How are you? And I'm good, Muga. How are you? I'm doing great. I've already been outside and sat on the ground, although I didn't take my socks off, so I feel kind of like I didn't get the full effect. Um, it's so chilly. It's not chilly. It's actually just it's an overcast day, and but it looks like it's potentially going to rain off and on today. But we'll see. We'll see. It's saying 15%. 15%'s low. You're feeling very fatigued. Aw. Julie, you should set up a call with me. You should set up a call with me, and I will. And if you set up a call with me, I'll explain to you in the call what I'm going to do and see what I can do to help you. Okay. It'll be you'll just have to figure out if you can donate a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot, but just a little bit. Hi, Abby. Ooh, you want a 4-month forecast? Well, I will tell you one cool way to figure out what I did 399 likes. Yeah, but connect with me, Julie, and I will explain what I was saying with that. So Abhi, one of the best ways to figure out what the next 4 months is going to look like is to look at the last 4 months, right? And this last full moon that happened today or happened yesterday was an opportunity to do, well, what's been going on in the last 6 months. We're at June. So what has gone on since January? Right? What have you been doing? How have you been transiting? What lessons have you been learning? How have you been growing? What kind of things have you been doing? And if you've been doing the same thing for the last 6 months, the same, do you know what your next 6 months are going to be? Same. You have to do something different to have something different, right? So I can tell you that if you're not doing anything different, nothing's going to change, right? But if you've been making changes and slowly making changes, then the trajectory of your next 4 months could be exponential, right? Because sometimes it takes a while for the traction to get. So it's like putting work, and then all of a sudden just boom, just a shot. It took that long for the foundation to build, and it seemed like it wasn't really doing anything but just micro builds, and then all of a sudden it's just explosive. That's what I'm hoping for this morning. Good. So it could be exponential. So you've been feeling dizzy and lightheaded since January, Selma. You should set up a session with me, love, and I will do my quantum mind, body, spirit healing on you. It's different than just sending quantum healing to you that you're going to integrate. It's an actual, like, where we do a back and forth session with each other. Good morning, Steve. You are a highlight of my day because you come in here and you bring so much beautiful comments to me, so much love. Like, you're just so lovely. And I just appreciate you so much for coming in and always bringing so much love to me, so much joy. So thank you, Steve. You make me smile every morning. All right. So I have not done any sharing. I've done a little bit of liking, so that's good, but I haven't done any sharing, and sharing is caring. So I'm going to share it out, and maybe in the sharing, I will share it to my wife, not my wifey, my mods. They call each other wifeys. Aw, that's so sweet. I'm going to send it and see if I can't make up my mods. Come out wherever you are. Wakey. Oh, okay. So we're at Stargazer. I have to remember which person I'm at so that I know to continue on. I know one of my mods was awake because I was speaking with her. So, you know, I know she's awake. Where were we? We were here. Oh, CJ's already in the room. So we're good with that. And I think I can share it one more time. I kind of don't remember where I was at, though. Oh, maybe? You know what? Somebody might get 2 invites to today's show. There. Ah, Melinda's there. Yay. 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 I have a mod in the house. I have a mod in the house. I'm so happy about that. So happy about that. So I'm going to use a different deck of cards today when I'm reading for you guys. I'm going to go back to this Heavenly Bodies astrology deck because I'm just in love with it right now. I'm just absolutely in love with it. Aw, good morning, my love. Mwah. Love you. I even went live on my profile. So Monday mornings, I decided on Mondays and maybe on Fridays that those 2 days I'll go live on my profile on Facebook. But all the rest of the stuff's just going to be in the divine, like in the groups or on TikTok. Oh, I miss you too. I miss you too. You're so busy. Oh, you know what, though? I'm doing some after or evening ones. Although the beginning of this week will probably be still the 9 to 12 until Thursday. And then Thursday is going to be a 7 p.m. So 7 p.m. Eastern. So you might be able to hang out with me on Thursday. And then Friday is going to be another 9 a.m. But I tried to get the schedule all done, but I already had bookings in the evenings and afternoons. So yeah, we're going to be doing Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be 7 p.m.s for the rest of June, besides tomorrow. Tomorrow I couldn't get it done because I already had something scheduled. Hi, Sarah. And hi, Serena. How are you, love? I love Serena coming in because immediately angel number is 777. All right, let's get to this rough reading. You know, sometimes we need to hear some tough, like we need some tough, Silesia. Look, I got 2 mods. I got 2 mods. I still don't have one on the back list, and that's because Silesia is driving. She is driving, so that's okay. So should we do the cards or the breathing? Love you, mwah, mwah. Good morning, Sabrina. Oh, nice. And what a good day to get off. A lot of people, you know, it's not that there's nothing wrong with Monday. People just they're going to jobs that they don't like, and you know, and so when they have to give up and there's, you know, the rate or whatever, they're not happy in their job. If you really love your job, then you look forward to going to Monday, right? And so we're going to do the breathing first because I forgot we were talking about that. We're going to start off Monday with some tomorrow for breathing. Okay. So we're going to start with some heart focused breathing because it's been a little while. It's been a hot minute. let's be real. It's been a hot minute since we did some heart focused breathing. So, and I think it's important for, I love you. I love you. We're going to do some heart focused breathing. And so we're going to work on that first. And then we can do the cards. And then we'll do individual clarity. And We'll talk. Okay. So heart focused breathing. Let's reacquaint ourselves. Hi, Asma. We're going to reacquaint ourselves with the importance of it. Okay. So heart focused breathing was studied by the Heart Math Institute since the 60s. We are much more a heart person. Like we're much more like our energy from our heart is much bigger than the energy from our brain. We are much more heart focused than we give ourselves credit for. We think that the brain runs the show, but it's actually our heart that does, through like it's our second or maybe it's our first brain, and the hearts and the brain's our second brain. But either way, the energetic field that comes from our heart is as far as you can reach your arms all around you. That's how big the magnetic field is. Like it's beyond you, and sometimes even bigger, right? Some people have that like really big energy. But anyway, your heart, our heart and gut, definitely the three brains, the brain, the heart, and the gut are three brains. We've got our good intuition in the belly, right? And everything that we do, like our food, is so important with our gut, right? So our heart, when we are distressed, our pulse goes up, right? When we're in anxiety or depression, our heart rate changes and it's not at its optimal. Our breathing changes, not at our optimal. Our temperature changes, not at its optimal. And so does our immunity and our inflammation and all of these things when we're in those altered states with our nervous system. So the heart focused breathing brings us back into coherence, and it regulates our nervous system is what it's doing. So it'll bring us into coherence, the heart brain coherence. And so it's really important to do. Many times people think, well, I have anxiety or panic attacks, so I'm just going to do this type of thing when I'm having an anxiety attack or panic attack. But it's important to remember that a lot of times we were raised in chaotic or traumatic environments where it was pervasive and ongoing for a long time. So our nervous system has been dysregulated for a really long time. And it's dysregulated even when we think it's not. And the reason why is because as we're getting all those hormones into our body, they keep getting elevated. And our cortisol, it used to be like here, you would feel that you were stressed out, but then you got used to that. So now you have to get to here with the cortisol before you feel like you're stressed out. And then you got used to that. So now you get to here before you realize that you're stressed out. And then you get to here, and then it's here, and then it's just off the charts. Right? So what we need to do is regulate our nervous system throughout the day to reestablish what regulated feels like, what safe and secure feels like, so that it's not going to keep looking for that dump of chemicals or hormones, right? So we're not going to be chasing those emotions that make us feel that way, or, chasing events that are going to cause that big spike in our nervous system. So it's important to do this regularly. So to do heart focused breathing, it's super easy too. You can put your hand over your heart. Hi, Nikki. You can put your hand over your heart. And hi, Carol. Saw you come in there. You can put your hand over your heart to give yourself a focal point. And yes, I realize that this is the center of my chest, but we have our heart chakra there. Our heart is here because if this may be reversed for you. And if I'm putting my heart over my hand over my heart, my arm is covering over it as well. So I'm putting my hand over my heart. And I like the energetic heart anyway. Hi, Teresa. So we're just going to focus that our breath is coming in and out through this space. That's it. That's heart focused breathing. You're focusing on your heart because where your focus goes, your energy flows. So we want to put our energy into our heart. And we're going to change our breathing so that we're inhaling over 5 seconds and exhaling over 5 seconds while focusing on this. And then we can we can change it to the quick coherence technique. And it's called quick coherence because we get into coherence quicker because we're using emotion to help us. So the way to use that quick coherence technique is just to think of an energy renewing emotion. So joy, gratitude, care, appreciation, love, all of those types of emotions. So just think of something that makes you feel those. So for me, I always like to think about how I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me every day. I appreciate your gifts, your likes, your shares, your following, all of that. I appreciate it. So I just think about you guys and I get really happy and into a joyful state. So we're going to start doing this. The best way to do it is to exhale first so that you can do the 5-second inhale. Good morning, Eve. I love the little B in your thing. And gratitude is beautiful, right? Care, appreciation, all of those things. So let's focus on, I'm going to turn off invites. So let's start this. So it is a deep breath because it's 5 seconds. So we're going to breathe into our tummy and then our chest, but we're just going to be focusing on the energy coming in and out through our heart space. Okay. So let's do this in a minimum of 3 minutes. Okay. And when you do it for 3 minutes, you can put yourself into a heightened healing state for up to 6 hours. That's a long time. So if you do it 3 times a day, spread it out, you can pretty much hit a heightened healing state for the whole day. Just saying. Okay, let's get this started. So exhale first, and then I'll start counting with the inhale. So So you can continue doing the heart focused breathing longer if you'd like, but we did it for at least 3 minutes because we started at 22 and it's 27. So we probably did it for 4, maybe even 5 minutes, which is really awesome. And if we can do that, like who can't spare 5 minutes a day to just do some breathing like that? And you could drop it into a meditative state by just, shutting off the thoughts. One of the things that I like to do is the sip of the divine. And the reason why I like that, so Suzanne Giesman was the one who decided to call it that. And when she does, that's okay. I hope you don't beat yourself up for that, because that's important too. Right? We have to always be as compassionate as we can with ourselves and forgiving always. What's gone is gone, right? And that was a big thing that I was doing this morning, was thinking about that concept, and really in that state of mind of, how much time do we spend chasing the future, right? And it was funny because while I was doing the heart focused breathing, a guy came in on YouTube and said, "Send me your link, OnlyFans." So it was, yeah. So look at changing there's 2 things that I'll give you, Nikki. One is look at changing the rate and depth. For some of us, 5 seconds is, too long or too short. So you're going to want to play with the time frame that you're breathing in and out, and make sure that you are engaging your diaphragm and breathing into your tummy and doing that nice, that good breathing. So for some, it could be that the time frame is either too long or too short. So practice with the time frame and the depth the depth of the breathing. Right. So HeartMath has done research on this since the 60s, and they have found that the 5-second inhale exhale is the typical, the most common. That's what they found out. That 5 seconds is the most common rate that works for people. But again, you want to just play with that a little bit back and forth to find what works for you. For some of us, we might have like some compromised lungs or something like that. Like maybe we have asthma, or COPD or these other lung conditions. So breathing in that depth is too difficult for us. So we want to shorten it a bit. And just keep going with it. But yeah. Nice. So yeah, you're definitely dropping yourself into that beautiful state. I like if I was to do this by myself without like counting for people, I like a 5-second inhale and an 8-second exhale, somewhere around there. When I do my lovely, when I do my calm spaces technique is a 6-second inhale, 3-second hold, 9-second exhale, 3-second hold, like a really long exhale. When we do the long exhale, that really drops us down into a relaxed state. And that's because on the exhale, our lungs, so our vagus nerve runs down the back of our body and then all across into all of our organs. It pretty much touches all of our organs. And when we do that long exhale, our rib cage, our rib cage presses against the vagus nerve, and it's like that's where you feel that come in. So when I do quantum healing with you, especially when it's the quantum mind, because I do 2 different styles of healing. So one is I do quantum healing where I'm actually envisioning your body in perfect form. And I'm sending all that information to your body. So I'm sending to your DNA, to your cells, what a healthy, beautiful, functioning cell should be. I'm sending the information to your heart, what a beautiful, perfectly functioning, healthy heart should look, and like the form and the function of it. So that's what I'm doing when I'm doing quantum healing, and you're just accepting it and receiving it. And through the quantum field, your body's going, okay, this is what I need my heart to do. And then over time, your heart brings that in. And I also do the chakra system as well, where I send the information to your chakras that they are open. I see them as brilliant lights and these beautiful flowers in the lights that they're supposed to be. And I see them rotating and spinning as they should be and lit up. So I'll see your root chakra, bright red, beautiful flower, just spinning in either clockwise or counterclockwise, but typically clockwise. Right. And so I'm sending that information to you. But when I'm doing the quantum mind, body, spirit healing, where we're basically we go into state. So we do a nice inhale and a slow exhale, and we drop ourselves into that state. And the reason why is because we want to be working with the energy, not the thoughts, like not the brain where it's in its whole logical, material, the earthly, we want to get into the energetic bodies. So to do that, we want to get into that state, and by breathing out really long and slow, it pushes against that vagus nerve and relaxes us. So that's the whole point of doing the long exhale. And then we get into state, and then we just work on what has got you stuck or what your trauma is, and we work through the energies of that. So, and alleviate that energy. We lift it out of the body, right? Out of your energetic body, out of your energetic spirit, your energetic emotional center, and an energetic mental center. So it's just all the energy, the 4 energy bodies that we're working with. And we move it out, and then we blow it out. We get it away from you, transmute it, and then we bring in the energy that you want to replace it with. And we cut cords and ties and vows and contracts and alleviate all of that energy. And so it's really, really I try to talk. Oh, nice. Beautiful, Nikki. I like that. I try to ground and meditate every morning on the earth. It's not always, today I was lucky. I thought it was going to be raining this morning, which I was so happy that it didn't rain last night, because I had all my crystals out in the moonlight so they could charge up. And I had my moon water out there charging up. I'm going to put a video on this TikTok. I'm like, oh my gosh, YouTube came to mind, but maybe I'll put it on YouTube too. And it's just talking about making moon water and crystals and putting them out for the full moon. If you didn't get to it last night, you can still do it tonight, because the moon is still pretty full. So you can really hit the day before, the day of, and the day after. So I charged up 4 bottles the day before, and then I charged up the other 6 remaining bottles last night. I wanted to make sure that I had some just in case, because I knew we were getting some rain coming in. So I wanted to make sure that I got at least some moon water, because I couldn't do it last month because it was the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So you don't want to do it when it's eclipse season, because sometimes that'll put like dark or negative energy. Like it's almost like it inverts the energy that's being put into the moon water. So it can be chaotic is what it really can do. It can create some chaos. And I did that accidentally in December. So I'm hoping that all of the bad juju from that moon water is gone, because I did it and then I drank all the water too. So I had to wait for that to process through. So I'm hoping now that we're like solid 7 months away from that, that I'm no longer got that energy. Now we're working on, other energies. So it'll be good. But I love you guys. Okay. Let's get to our card clarity. We'll keep talking, and I'll keep talking about that. So another note to make is that, so I have my website, www.mind-body-spirit-healthy-self, right? Because that's what happened to me when I had my epiphany. I was like, if we know what to do. I was like, after I did my healing, I was like, it was really a eureka, a moment, like an absolute, like God was like, this is it. Here's what you're going to do. And it was just this download of information. And it was like mind, body, spirit, healthy self. And really, I wanted just mind, body, spirit, healthy, but that was already taken. So I put the self on the end of it. And the reason for that is, it is about yourself, right? We can't really do a lot to heal somebody else. Even if I wanted to send healing to you, right? That goes against your free will if you're not open to receiving it. So I never send energy to anybody that's not open to receive. So we really only heal ourselves. You receive the healing and you integrate the healing. And even when I heal with you and I give you soothing, or, like I talk about like trauma, when we do all the trauma healing stuff, when I say to you, you've got to do heart focused breathing, you've got to do heart focused breathing. I can tell you all about heart focused breathing, but if you ain't doing it, it's not going to work for you. So you are the healer. That's what I keep telling everybody. And that's what my divine healing event is all about is showcasing that you are the healer and the different ways that you can do that, whether that's through nutrition, through grounding, through breath work, through reconnecting with nature, through, doing trauma work, stuff like that. I have to take my sweater off, guys. Somebody came in the room and they have overheated me, and that's not, I remembered. I don't know how many times I have scratched myself. How many times I have scratched myself with my glasses because I don't take them off before I take off a sweater or a shirt. It's even worse when you're putting it on, because then it drags it down here, and that's how I get these little scuffs on my nose. Somebody brought the heat, let me tell you. Hi, Jenny. I don't think it was you. I feel like no, I don't think it was you, but somebody brought the heat, and that's okay. We'll just get the sweater off. We're good. All righty. I like that shirt because it says powerful. Hi, Ashanti. Okay, so we'll do the announcements, we'll do the cards, and then we'll get to it. Okay, and then you can all share that information too. So for June, I've changed it. Up until now, we've been doing where the top 3 gifters, you're having a mini flush. Maybe I'm picking up your energy, Serena, because I'm like having a mini flush. Definitely, like I'm just like, whoo. It could be just like maybe it's humid here with the overcast day. And good morning, gorgeous. So announcements. For the gift, so we've been doing where the top 3 gifters on the channel have gotten a free reading, a free oracle card reading. But I've changed it for June. Somebody is going to, the top 1 gifter is going to win a quantum healing session with me. So that's a quantum mind, body, spirit healing session with me. And that is like a $300 value. So when I do these quantum healing sessions in a package, it's $3,333 for 12 sessions. So somebody's going to get one of those sessions, which is awesome because there's a lot that you can get from one session. So I'm super excited to gift that away. So that's one big announcement. So whoever gives the top gifts for this month gets a quantum mind, body, spirit healing session. And I will track gifts from other formats. So if you're gifting here with gifts, I track that through TikTok and through my metric system. If you're gifting through PayPal, or you're gifting through Facebook, or I don't know if you can gift through YouTube. I really don't know. But if you're gifting in any other ways, I will calculate those gifts and compare them against the gifts that come in on TikTok. Okay, so just to know that you can gift in other formats if you're not able to gift on TikTok. Other announcements. So the Divine Healing 5-day event, it's $25 to attend the event, and whoever attends and participates in all 5 days has an opportunity to win a 3-month sacred journey with me. And so that's 6 sessions, and we work through trauma. So that's worth $1,000. So $25 to be put in the competition, to be able to, or to be put into it in the draw. And CJ did it in May. Other people have attended it. And I think that it's just fantastic. It's a whole bunch of information that you can take that information and you can implement it, and you can see great changes in your life. It's all the stuff that I did to get myself healthy. And that's what I talk about in Showcase. And I really explain a lot of, what I did. So for those of you that don't know me, that may be new to my channel, I am, yay, hello, Mel. I've lived a life. I've been traumatized since before I was born, because my mom was an abused woman. And my birth was very, very violent and sudden and early. And so then, being born 3 months premature, I was in an incubator. So I got taken away from my mom right away, and put in an incubator. So I didn't get that time to bond to my mom for the first 3 months of my life. And my nervous system didn't even wire correctly because of how much abuse that my mom went through when I was a baby. So her having all of the cortisol in her system affected me. So I went through this whole traumatic childhood with every form of abuse that you can imagine: neglect, physical, sexual, emotional, mental, financial, like all kinds of abuse and neglect. And I moved like over 60 times in my life. Like it was, and people would say, were you in the army? And it's like, nope, not the army, unfortunately. I was also poor. My mom had mental health problems. I was around people that went to jail. Even my stepdad, we got to go to jail at Christmas time and hang out with him while he was in prison for robberies. So, cool stuff like that. Cool. I've seen a lot of crazy stuff, had a lot of death threats to myself even. I've been kidnapped and held captive. I've had, really a lot of crazy stuff happen to me. And when I got out of my, dysfunctional childhood, I went on and had dysfunctional relationships. And I didn't think that I thought I handled my traumas from childhood pretty well because I was successful in my career. I had 2 children. I had a partner. I had a home. I had a car. I had the things. But I wasn't okay. And, I had high functioning anxiety and depression. And the only time I would even acknowledge that I had depression is if I had a breakup in my relationship or something big happened, like, losing a job, like something big like that happened. Then I'd be like, okay, I'm depressed now. And I would go on medications briefly. And then as soon as I started feeling better, I'd be like, off of these, I'm not being medicated. I'm not. And so then when I was in the height of my career, I would say, I ended up getting sick. And I kept getting sicker and sicker and sicker, and then finally got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And I struggled at work with that for about a year while I watched, I wasn't able to walk, and they were talking about a wheelchair, and I was having cognition difficulties, finding words, losing time and space, and like my memories. And it was really difficult. So I finally decided to take time off to heal. And when I took the time off to heal, trauma went, oh, wait. Did you stop? Did you stop running from us? Really? Caught you. And then I had what I love to call, I had burnout from my job, which led to the multiple sclerosis and needing to take the time off, which then when I took the time off triggered a breakdown. So then I got diagnosed with anxiety, depression, complex PTSD, panic disorder, and functional neurological disorder. So a whole lot of stuff came at me at that point. And my doctor was like, here's your medications and here's your psychotherapist. And a lot of fun was had. I wasn't seeing results though. I did cognitive behavioral therapy, dialectical behavioral therapy. I worked with a psychotherapist. I worked with a psychiatrist. I worked with a neuropsychiatrist because of the MS. I worked with rehab, occupational health, physiotherapy, all of those things, and also the medications. So I had everything coming at me that, that traditional medicine, Western medicine considers what you do for complex PTSD and panic and all those other things. But I wasn't getting better. And after almost 2 years of being in that state, I said enough because they were just dumping more medications. And I felt like my brain was just chemical soup that they were playing with. And I still had panic disorder. But now I was so sedated, I couldn't operate heavy equipments. And I sure as heck couldn't work as my director of nursing position. So I decided to take control of my life, and I decided to get off the medications. So at first it was just stop. We're not putting any more in. You wanted me to decrease this one. I'm going to decrease it and take it out. And if I'm not feeling any differently, then we're going to decrease another one and we're going to take that one out too. And we're going to keep doing this until I feel a change. Because if they're not helping, then why am I taking them? Because it's easy for them to, that's what ends up happening is they'll give you this pill and then they'll give you another pill and then they'll give you another pill. And they don't really understand that, well, maybe that pill's not working and they should just take it out and then give you another one. So I did all of that. And in the process, I decided, you know what? I ran away from my trauma by becoming by school. School was my way out. Reading, art. So by drawing and writing stories and poetry and, you know, drawing pictures and, you know, being a student, like getting the pats at school, right? Like, you're a good student. That was my happy place. So I have 9 years post-secondary education. I graduated nursing with a 4.0 for the whole entire time and got scholarships for my entire nursing education. So I decided when I was like, no more meds, we're going to take them all out. This isn't helping me. The stuff that you're doing hasn't been working. You know, I don't want to lose my career at this point, and I feel like that's what's happening. So I'm going to do what I do best. I'm going to become a student. And I decided that I was going to become a master of trauma. Like, I was going to learn everything I could about trauma. So I started following all of the greats. And I started taking webinars and classes and learning all of this information and implementing it. And I also took control of my nutrition and my exercise and everything. Like, I radically changed my life. Hi, Johnny. I'm going to put a post on there for you so that you can connect with me for a call if you'd like, and I can talk to you about how I can help you. Okay, so where's my copy link? This works because we're on the computer, so it's pretty easy. There. Okay, so when I went through all of that and learned, joy is absolutely beautiful. And I did start learning about joy as well. Yes. I have lots of joy, Leslie. I do. And you know what, though? I will say that there is some truth to your statement, though. I spend a lot of my time alone. And when we're interacting here, you know, there are times when I have some, you know, like I have some really like, I don't laugh a lot. I found that out. Like, I don't laugh as much as I used to, which is, you know, not necessarily a bad thing, but it is a change that I've noticed, and probably because I'm spending my time alone. And people would think I was insane if I was sitting here by myself, just for no reason, right? So it's definitely something. Yes, definitely. Joy is something you can always have a lot of. And, you know, I've talked about, you know, I need to interact with people a little bit more. I pretty much see my mom. When she comes, and, you know, so anyway, I went through this whole journey. I learned all this stuff. I implemented all this stuff. And in the process of implementing everything, I ended up having that eureka moment because I got healthy. Like, I actually saw a change and I got healthy and stopped taking all the medications. And so then you're right. Chrissy, you and I, we should have like a phone call, or you see that, even that, then I'm like, well, we should have a call. We could even do a video call. And it's like, but it's still not the same as being in person. Right. So I need to do those things more. I need to go and have fun. Right. Like, I stopped doing that. And, you know, I moved from Alberta to Ontario to be home. But in the movement of coming home, I left my friends and, you know, all the people that I had established with in in Alberta. So I left them and moved here. So I spend more time talking to my friend in Alberta, but can't go and visit them. Hi. I'm going to give you a second, but, you know, I'm watching you if you're on trying to spam people to give readings to people on my thing. I don't know why you keep asking Asthma how they're doing. But anyway, Alberta misses me, right? Oh, I miss Alberta too in a lot of ways. I mean, I do not. Okay, that's it. There's no reason for you to be connecting with everybody on my feed unless you're up to no good. So we're going to just assume you're up to no good. So yeah, and I'm home here with my family, but I've been so focused on my company, and, you know, I spend all the time working on my company, and then, you know, that's that. So I need to definitely spend a little more time socializing. But then it's weird. How do you make friends when you're in your, like when you're an adult? Like, how do you make friends if you don't go to a job? If you don't belong to any clubs? Like my business is at home online and right? So that makes it hard. So I'm gonna have to figure that stuff out and I will get back to you. It might be just time to join some clubs. It might be just time to, oh my God, I'm 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 coming to see you when I come back to Alberta. I'm gonna come for visits. I gotta come for visits. I gotta go out and see my girlfriends and other people that I love. But yes, yeah, I'm going to do that. After the meditation that I had this morning and, like the quantum session I did on myself, I'm hoping that it opened up my brain a little bit more and stopped me from being a little bit scared. Meetup groups, biking. There we go. Yes. I mean, biking, it's a little bit challenging because I don't have a bike, but that besides the point. I'm actually thinking about volunteering, looking into some volunteering opportunities. Meditation groups. She's talking now. Yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with the hermit phase. I think I needed to be in the hermit phase too, right? And yeah. Ooh, yoga. Good call. Good call. So you have to do the activities that are really, really important and awesome for you, right? Where's a good volunteer? Let me know. Let me know, Leslie. I'm open to hearing. I'm open to hearing what that is. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Let me know. Okay. And I need. Yeah, right. And I think that's the hard part is you get out in public and you're like, they're just not the same. Oh no. Ooh. Is it volunteer or do you have to pay for it? Right? The hermit phase is a very, very, very awesome phase. I love my hermit phase. But I've been in a hermit phase for almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. It might be time. It might be time to step out of the hermit phase. Yeah, but I love that. I love that concept, Leslie. But one of the things that I want to do with the whole volunteering thing is to volunteer into spaces where I'm going to be interacting with a bunch of other people, right? Like that's one of the things that I want to do. I want to get out there so that I'm interacting with people in person. So I hope for that. But I forgot to put my crown on after I took my sweater off. Yeah, that makes it harder, right? Oh yes, the spiritual awakening it's a tough one for sure, for sure. Um, but yeah, the spiritual awakening that just changes everything because then you can't communicate with normal people. I don't know why I'm calling them normal people, but let's call them normal people. So the normal people out in society, it's hard to communicate with them because, well, one, and this is where it makes it hard. Like when I go around my brother and sister-in-law, they like I don't want to gossip. I want to talk about like philosophy. I want to talk about spirituality. I want to talk about like the universe. I want to talk about like a bunch of things. Like I want to talk about big things, like big ideas. And I mean, I am Sagittarius, so that makes sense. But I don't want to sit there and gossip about people. I don't want to do that. And so it's kind of the normies. I like it. I like it. Um so yeah. So yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like I'm the oddball. I'm the oddball, right? Oh, Right? Absolutely, Brian. That's a download that you're picking up, that there's somebody around here. You know what? I should actually do that. I should actually do that. That's a nice little. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do dog walking. I'll do once you have your spiritual awakening and you realize that we're all we're all connected, we're all one big giant consciousness, right? And I like to think of it as like we're this big ball of sun, right? We're this big, where you look at the sun, and the sun is being God, and then every ray that comes off of that sun is like a spirit, right? But we're all part of that big whole, like we're all attached to it. So it's really cool. You have an idea? Let me know, Chrissy. I'm open for this. I'm opening to any ideas. Meditation groups, I do like that. Yeah, it's definitely. What do you mean I was more authentic before? Stephen Greer's group. Yeah, I'm not sure about Stephen Greer's group. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm sure I could look up some stuff. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe that's what I'll do at some point today, is start looking into I'm coming. I'm coming. I love the UK. When I was working as a travel nurse, um, oh, you mean like before I put the crown on, you felt like I was more authentic, but now it seems like I'm standing in a superior position to you. But you're seeing the crown as something different than I am. I like the crown. I think it's pretty, and I like having the connection of the clear quartz. I did not put my crowns out to charge them up. That's a good note. But anyway, I'm gonna write this down. All right. I love the crown too. Oh yes, right. Because they just don't understand, and until they do, but you have to stand in your light, right? I just went with it, right? I just went with it. Yeah, I'm gonna put it back on. Okay. We have a consensus. They're balancing. Exactly. There. So the I just I was thinking something, and then my brain went it just went I had a brain fart. Right? There's a good idea. Good morning, Pete. Beautiful soul. I love you. Mwah. Right? Hello from Hamilton, Minnie Winnie. I like your name because it makes me think of Winnie the Pooh. Squirrels. Squirrels. Definitely had squirrel brain there. Yeah, I was thinking about actually volunteering at an animal shelter, or, getting a side job to support me a little bit more while I'm still getting this up and rolling, right? So then it takes some of the pressure off if you don't make enough in a month, that you're not stressed, and because then I feel like that stressed energy translates. I think that's what I was going to talk about, was, where did you go, love? Where did you go? Lindsay was talking about doing energy healing. See you in a little while, Pete. About doing energy healing. Good morning, Nana Nikki. I think energy healing is a little bit easier to. That's what you do? You teach them? That's cool. That's so cool. I love immature people. They're the people that need to work with me. So that's what I like about that. Ooh. So are you able to oh wait. We're doing squirrels now. We're really doing squirrels. Lindsay. Yeah, okay. We're cool, bud. We're cool. Go bug somebody else. Right. Done. It's like, really don't want to hear about someone being childish and talk about how they volunteer at an elder's home and teach them to poop in the shower. Like, childish. Brain. Lindsay. So it might be easier to get your family to understand energy healing, because it's becoming much more mainstream. Like when you look at Joe Dispenza, Greg Braden, Bruce Lipton, all of those people, right? They're really bringing like quantum physics and, quantum mechanics, quantum, like all of the quantum that's like the quantum stuff that's coming out that supports it. It gets a lot easier to get your family to understand it when you can talk about it. So what I suggest is finding out how to talk to like the normies by bringing the quantum element into the picture, by like using people like Greg Braden or Joe Dispenza, those people that have a lot of strong information but that have really scientific backgrounds, because then they're like, ooh, oh, so there is truth to it, right? Because we wouldn't want to hear it from like a spiritual aspect. Maybe so you give it to them in as much of the traditional science way that you can, the westernized scientific way, and then they might get behind it a little easier. But I really would hope that you'll stand as firmly, Fred Gal. Oh, some good ones. Yes, I like those names. Nice. I do tarot reading. I do have the cards ready here. Somebody has a message, and the message is a bit of a tough message today. But I'm going to shortly here. I'm going to start I'm going to start doing the readings, and then after I do the general reading or the collective reading, then we're going to get into the individual readings. So we'll blast through it really, really quickly. Although I wanted to read. Aw, I love that, Brian. I love that. I love helping children as well. So I'll do the collective reading, and then I'll ask everybody and get you on the list for whoever wants to be on the list. We've got the King of Knights in protection mode. So the King of Knights, he is typically like this, very assured, astute, strong. Yeah, I mean, I just ask that people, like, if you want a gift, if you want to share, if you want to like, if you want to really support me, or you want to, you can give the gold gift, or you can subscribe to my channel. Any one of those things would be okay. Lovely. All right, so I'll put a few names on the list right now. Because they've already put their names out there. So, all right. So this king of, like, think about a leader who's like made it to the top of the heap. Like, he's got everything. He's got, he's intelligent. He's logical. He's methodical. Like, the King of Swords, he's like on the top of the mental game, right? But it's in protection mode. So there could be some arrogance that's coming up. There could be some blockages, things like that. Hello, Liz. And Serena and Sam. Hello, Liz. How are you today? And hello, Helena. Okay, so there's that. So there's some kind of block mentally. You've got some happiness. Yay. So happy for you. Hi, G. Hi, Amanda. How are you, love? Nice, nice. So we've got that energy here. We've got this Six of Swords. So I'm going to look at I'll read a little bit of it. I'll put you on the on the list for sure. Got a lot of swords and cups for the day, the message of the day, just swords and cups. So when we're in the protection morn, I love you, sweetheart. Nice. You look so beautiful, and happy grandma. Happy grandma. Such a beautiful baby. So congratulations. So manipulation and conceit, showing off your intelligence, can indicate rigidness in thinking, tendencies to over control, irrationality, and being cold and calculating. So that's what the energy is of this in the reversed position. Okay, the Six of Swords, though, and this is in the upright position. So this is talking about transitions. So we're going to transition from this cold and calculated space. There's help arriving at the perfect time, right? So like these birds came and have pulled her along while she's out on this boat adrift in this storm, right? It's a rite of passage. We're healing. We're moving beyond past trauma. Yay, Liz. Thank you. And support from others, personal evolution, a spiritual transition or journey. So I accept help as I easily cross this transition. So whatever this transition is, out of this, energy, or maybe away from this person who brings this energy in. Oh, I'm on it. And I'm glad I was, because it's actually gotten quite cold. And then we've got the Eight of Cups. So in the Eight of Cups, she's typically walking away. She's letting go of things, releasing, like she's done this whole bowl burning ceremony. Like, this is like a full moon. She's walking away. She's just finished her full moon ceremony of letting go. But in the shadow seer position, it's talking about walking away and then regretting your choice. I wonder if this is a message for somebody else. Feeling stuck in your current reality, fears that block your momentum, escapism, and avoidance, right? So we want to be careful that we let go, and that we firmly let go, which is interesting because I listen to podcasts a lot, or like I watch YouTube videos a lot and stuff like that, always trying to, get more education, more understanding, open up spiritual gifts more, like all kinds of stuff like that, right? Like I really love education. And they were talking today about the whole art of letting go, and the art of letting go of first acceptance, right? The first is acceptance that what has happened and it's done. It's over, right? It's gone. It's the past. So you're in the current state. It's off. The past is done. So that's the first step. The second step is forgiveness, right? Forgiving that what has happened that got you to this space, so that you can let go of the energetic ties that hold you to that space. Right? If we don't let go, then we are energetically tied to the event or the person or the situation, whatever it is. It's going to tie us to that. And I mean, I've seen people tied to houses, tied to lots of different things, right? Tied to a lot of material things. But so just letting go and surrender to that. It is what it is, as much as that is maybe unfortunate. You may not like it, but it is what it is, right? So it's time to look towards the future and towards the horizon. So let go is what we're asked of this card, is to relinquish our choice and let go, and to understand that, I do, that help is still arriving, right? That help is still arriving. And you know what else? Newness is coming in. Right. This is the Ace of Cups, and it holds the potential for the entire Cups suit. The Cup suit is all about emotions, and this is newness and beginnings. Like Aces is all about the beginnings. So there's new love, or there is new appreciation for yourself that's coming in. So transition through this phase. Help is going to arise, right? Let go with grace, right? Let go with grace. Whatever blockages you're having mentally, or whatever person that this may represent, right? It's okay if you've let them go, you have to move on, right? Otherwise you're being stuck, tied to that person, right? And we don't want to. If you regret letting go, there is always the opportunity of, if you want to revisit the past and see if you can rekindle that romance, there's always that opportunity. But typically when we let go of something, we let go of it because we know inherently in our heart or in our soul that it's not what's right for us. It's not meant for us, or it's not aligned with who we really are. So let go and allow that help to come in, and then allow the newness to bloom, the new love, the new relationship, all of it. Let it come to you. Okay. So I don't know who's that for. Okay. That was a lot of energy, but I can accept it as well. I like the idea of letting go. I know occasionally I still think about, my ex who's on his healing journey. So, letting go, but that's the collective one. So collectively, we all get to let go. We all get to, let go of, some of the blocks that we're having mentally, or, I think you're thinking of Witchy Kind of Woman, Liz. Witchy Kind of Woman does the light codes. And I don't think that Wickedly does. She might, but I don't think she does. Okay, so I said that today I was going to use these beautiful Heavenly Body cards. Now, these Heavenly Bodies cards are, oops, I just threw everything apart in this book, in this case. I love these cards. I think they're beautiful. I should have opened it the way that it's intended to be opened. I don't know why I did it this way. I'll probably just have it with some of the other ones, but okay. Okay. I put it back together. That's okay. It's Witchy and Wickedly. They're really close. They really are close. Overexcited. I just love this deck. I find it to be, so this is my style. My style is that, like, this is that it's a very romantic style, right? I find it to be a very romantic kind of style that they did them in, or antique. It has a very, just a beautiful, I just love them. I just think that they're beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna have fun with these decks. It's, if you see on my channel, I did the soul spread, which was really crazy. I did the soul spread with this deck of cards, and the first card is "Where are you headed?" right, in the soul spread, and I pulled up the North Node, and I'm like, well, that's awesome because we're supposed to be progressing towards our North Node. And then I pulled up the second two cards. The second card was, what do you need to learn, and what wisdom how are you going to learn the information, which was yin, so it was surrender. And then the next one was, what wisdom are you going to gain, and it was conjunction. It was really, really cool. Okay, so I have a few people on the list for cards already. I have, I think, 6 or 7 people. So whoever else wants on the list, just let me know, drop your name, and I will put you in there. And then just remember, in order to get your card, all you have to do is stick around until the end of the show to get the card. And I got Nikki on the list, got Jazz on the list, I got Kendall on the list, I have Serena, Sam, and Amanda on the list. Yesterday was life-changing. That's amazing, Brian. I'm just like, Teresa would like to be on the list, and Brian. No, that's okay. Mayuma. Okay, cool. Love you. Carol's on the list. Oh, Mama Five's on the list. I saw you. I almost missed you there. Julie on the list. I put you on the list, Liz, just in case. Okay. It is cheaper for cards in the UK. It really is. But then I don't know about the shipping them part, but we'll see. But who knows, right? You can't pin today? Aw, what's going on with that, Mama? This does say that you're a moderator. And it does say, so I'm going to take pinning off and then I'll put pinning back on and then we'll see if that helped. Okay. Okay. If your anxiety is acting up, Mayuma, if you're wearing glasses, take them off. It makes it just a little bit easier. Okay. So just do this figure 8 around your eyes. Okay. Just around your eyes. And you're going to do this until you yawn. When you yawn, that's going to tell you that you're rest and digest. You're back in rest and digest. Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, so I could try taking moderate. Yeah, oh yeah, the birds are out today. The birds are out today. They're beautiful. I love sitting. Hopefully it's faster in Ontario. So the cards are called Heavenly Bodies Astrology Deck. So it's all about astrology, which I like, but I just think they're beautiful. So Heavenly Bodies Astrology Deck. Okay. I love birds too. I even told my mom that somebody had gotten some birds recently and I was like, oh, nice. Welcome. Well met. Oh, am I? Sorry. I thought you said I am. I read it backwards. I have a little bit of dyslexia. It's okay. And let me think on that for a minute, Brian. I'll try to hop into that and give like. No, I definitely feel that, Brian. I definitely feel that. What's your question that you really need to answer, Jazz? Whoop. Oh, hummingbirds are awesome. I love the hummingbirds. So we've got Yin and we've got Libra. Okay, so Yin is all about your intuition, and this is for Nikki. Okay, for Nikki. So yes, we get hummingbirds here. I love it. I can't wait to get my hummingbird feeder out. That's so cool. So intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. So that's what the yin is asking you to do, is to step into that female, the divine feminine energy of so one thing is that if you, just what you said there, will Aiden get karma for hurting, lying, and blocking me? So, and then you said, and then you said he's dating someone else. She's not good. That could be his karma right there, right? That he's already dating somebody and she's not good, and that is his karma, right? But maybe he's not good, and that's what you have to step into, is recognizing he's not good. He's not good, and he's not meant for you, and let him go. Okay. So Libra is consideration, fairness, and harmony. So how can you release or, step into that divine feminine energy of just surrendering? It's not inaction. It's like you're still open to receiving the information. You're open to allowing the information to come to you. But how can you be more open to being considerate to other people? Or how can you be more open to fairness, right? How can you have more trust in that? And then sinking into and acknowledging your spiritual gifts, like your intuition, right? So can you delve into your intuition? So that's what your message is for today, Nikki, is to really embody that divine feminine, that receptivity, not in the go do, but just in being and surrendering, and just embody that compassion and fairness and harmony. And if there's something that you're asking about, it will have a harmonious a harmonious result. Okay. As long as you can get into that, not pushing it, right? Just allowing it. Okay. Nice. There's so many places that I still want to travel. I worked as a flight nurse for a while and I absolutely loved traveling around the world. It was amazing. And I got to see so many beautiful spaces and, which I just absolutely loved. But I didn't see like Amsterdam or anything like that. But I was all over Britain, all over England. Sorry, I was all over England, and where else did I go? I dropped a lot that time. All right. Cool. Nice. Yeah, I've been to a few places, but I'd love to spend a little more time in other spaces. I just want to travel. I want to travel. So this is for Jess on Facebook, okay? Oh, I love that. There's a lot of they have these beautiful spaces that you can go to in like Italy and that they actually pay you to live there. Maybe that's what I need to do is go live in this little town in Italy. Oh my gosh. That would just be amazing. Do an eat, pray, love. Okay. So for Jess on Facebook, you got Virgo and Mercury. So the energy of Mercury is about thinking, learning, and networking and communication. Okay. So I'm feeling that the communication aspect of Mercury is what the card is referencing. And I'm going to speak to it within the sense of Virgo. So the energetics of Virgo is integrity, reverence, and service. So how can you communicate in using with integrity, right? So this is communicating with integrity. So being upfront, communicating to the people in your life and upholding your integrity, like really just be honest about how you're feeling and, communicate with that with as much integrity as you can. Okay. So that's what your message is for today, is communicating with integrity. Right. And you could also look at, service, right? Using service as a way to network. No, that was for Jess on Facebook. You're next though, Jazz. I feel like it was a spirit guide. When I lean into that, I feel like the white energy, that was from a spirit guide. Okay, so this is Jazz's card. Let me know how that resonated for you, Jess. I feel like it's like really on point with what we've been discussing lately. I did see your messages come in last night. I read them this morning, but I haven't responded to them yet, but I will. Okay. And just remember, full on, we will do, I'm going to update my list. And this is, take a little time. Peek around the corner. Yep. Okay. I had to peek around the corner. I have to update my announcements. Alrighty. So for the Divine Feminine Healing Collective, we celebrated the full moon in Sagittarius last night. The next session is, you want a spirit guide? Ooh. We celebrated the full moon in Sagittarius last night. Cass is on the couch. He was outside on the couch because I have a couch, like a big outdoor couch. Oh, nice. That's very awesome. But he is, I'll give you a little peek. He's having a little nappy nap. Cass is my dog, Jazz. He is my rescue, who actually rescued me Hi, Peyton. I saw you come in and I was about, hi. Whoa. Whoa. We're throwing lots of cards here for Jazz. Lots of cards here. And there goes my crown. Back down over my face again. Ah. Hi, spiritual amethyst. How are you, love? Ooh. Ooh, this is good energy, Jazz. This is good energy. You're gonna no, why don't apologize. No need to apologize for anything. Apologies are when you've done something wrong. Only when you've done something wrong. Hi, Lotus Goddess. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. And hi, Kim. How are you? Aw, hearts to you, Nikki. Mwah. Okay, so we've got Scorpio energy. We've got Chiron energy. And we've got the South Node. These are all very powerful energies, Jazz. That's your internal feeling, right? So the South Node is what we're moving away from, what we need to release, right? So destined to release is what this South Node is talking about, right? So yay, number 45. Oh my gosh, thank you. I missed the last one. Somebody else did that and I didn't see it when it came up. Definitely, Carol. Definitely, Carol. Oh no, somebody was asking a question. Sorry. Somebody was asking a question. They saw this white figure yesterday, and when I leaned into it, to me, it resonated that it was a spirit guide that came up. Yay, Serena. Love you, honey. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, we got coffee. Time to have a sip because it's cold. Now you can ask. You can ask, sweetie. You can ask. I'm quite open about it. I'm quite open about it. You're welcome. You're welcome, Jess. Okay, so we got Chiron energy with the Scorpio energy for Jazz. All right, we got another one of these guys who's trying to come in and just be rude and try to solicit right on my feed, which is awesome. Oh, Carol, you subscribed. Thank you. Love you, sweetheart. Thank you. Okay, back to Jazz's reading. I had to block somebody trying to solicit people for readings in my chat. So we've got Scorpio energy, South Node, which is destined to release, Jazz. We've got Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer, right? So this is all about hurt and healing. So this is pushing you to heal. Okay. And Scorpio energy. So Scorpio is intense energy, but it's exposing, right? It's exposing things. It's purging and renewing. So you want to allow yourself to release Aiden. He was not your person, as much as it hurts, but it's okay. Aw, I love you, Lotus Goddess. I like your name. Did you know for my company, Mind, Body, Spirit, Healthy, my logo uses the lotus. The lotus flower is part of, because it happened after rebirth. And I really feel like I came out of the mud and the guck. Between all of the trauma, all of the poverty, all of the moving, all of the crap, it really was a muddy birth and a muddy childhood and a muddy adulthood. So oh, okay. Good morning, Wicked Witchy. Oh, that's nothing to do with you. Lotus Sisters, right? Yeah. Oh, Brian. I like your Moriarty. So this is it's tough, right? But I want you to really, 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 really let this sink in, Jazz. Him doing that to you has nothing to do with you. That has to do with him. His actions say more about him than it does about you. Okay? Wicked Witch. So Liz was got you and wickedly divine confused. So now I'm confusing. I'm just mashing you together. It's witched. I can't even say it now. Wickedly witched. No. Wickedly witched? No. Witchy, wickedly witchy. There we go. I finally got it. It was difficult. Those are two tough words to put together. It is. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. Don't allow somebody that treated you like crap to make you think that you're crap, right? Because you're not. So there, wicked, witchy kind of woman, is here. Liz was talking about your light language and that she loves it, but she said she was saying it to wickedly divine, wickedly divine, and I was like, no, that's witchy kind of woman. So it was just that mix up a little bit, right? So this is a time to just heal, right? So how can you pour love into yourself, right? And remind yourself that good people or people that love you or people that are meant for you don't treat you that way, right? They would not treat you that way. So release that and purge the stuff from your life, especially anything that he gave you, any of the energy that's still remaining with him, right? Tongue twisters for sure. Tongue twisters for sure. So definitely allow yourself to go through this healing session, right? Right. And don't worry. Don't need to step into, sorry, I'm just checking in on this other feed. Thank you for the tiny. I love the tiny. Witchedly kind. Oh, I like. Where do you live, Lotus Goddess? It might be time to come and hang out. I'll bring my dog. Oh, June. Yay. That's a beautiful one. Well, you know what, Jazz? In the end, it doesn't matter if his current relationship will end or continue on, right? He's going to live his life path and just let him go, accept that it is over, right? We don't want to step into that energy of wishing ill upon somebody else, because when you wish ill upon somebody else, you're going to get that reflected back to you, right? So we don't want to step into that energy. Okay, so just pour the love into you. I feel like it's going to be a great month too. All right. I'm looking to sign 3 full clients this month. That's a small number, 3 full clients, 2 packages. That's what I'm looking for. Right, love you. All right. So after Jazz is Kendall. Are you there, Kendall? You're welcome. Just know that you're a beautiful, beautiful person, and the person that's meant for you is still there, and they'll come to you once you love yourself as much as, like, you have to love yourself first and foremost, and believe, and step into your power. Yeah, I'm going to book them easily. And this will be for the quantum healing, the full package for quantum healing. I'm going to book 3 clients for the full quantum. Yay. And we're going to just do 12 back-to-back sessions, 12 weeks of getting into the root of everything that's keeping you stuck or limiting you, or trauma or addictions, or, open up your spiritual gifts, whatever it is. But I'm going to sign 3 full clients to packages for that. That's for sure. That's my plan. Okay. So Kendall, I have your cards, and I'm going to do, after I do Kendall's card, I'm going to just ask the chat if there's anyone else that wants to be put on the list for a card, and then ask them that. So you got Pisces and you got house 10. So house 10 is the house of Capricorn. Okay. So house 10 is all about ambition. It's about accomplishments, structure, discipline. It's your life mission, your career, it's structure, right? Think of how Capricorn is as well. Like a lot of the same energy that we see within Capricorn, right? Capricorn, they love to achieve, right? Aww. Gigi. Gigi. You like those ones? Whereas Pisces is about intimacy, your intuition, and compassion. So how can you bring your intuition or compassion into your career? I love you, witchy kind of woman. I need to tell you about that, right? I need to tell you about that. When this morning, so I've been trying to do these quantum healing sessions with myself, and where I did my training, you're allowed to trade off sessions for people. So it allows people to have the opportunity to trial the quantum regression and integration therapy with other members of the group. You can do as many sessions back and forth as you want. It's just an open group to do that. So after you get trained, you keep doing these sessions one on one, back and back and back, right? Oh, interesting. I'll delve into that in just a second, right? It could be just talking about adding compassion to your discipline, right? So making sure that you're being compassionate within the discipline or the structure within your home, right? And also embodying that intuition, right? So, and maybe one of your children, how many children do you have? And do you notice if they have some spiritual gifts that are opening up? So, maybe one of them has some spiritual gifts that are coming to the forefront, or even multiple of your children. 2 boys. Oh, me too. I had 2 boys. I loved my boys. I loved being a boy mom. I mean, I loved my stepdaughter too. I loved that opportunity, but yay. I love Alex's energy too. And Alex just came in. Hi, Alex. I feel the energy so well. So I was saying with Witchy, I did this quantum regression session with myself because I haven't had the opportunity to trade off. I've done a session for somebody else, but not a session be done for me. So I've been doing it on myself, like working through it on myself. And I'm trying to think of what they look like, but Slender Man, that whole thing about Slender Man, but like with really long arms that are almost blades. Like, have you ever seen those people in, like, have you ever seen that, those people? Like, I don't know if in any of your meditations or any of your visions or whatever that you've ever seen those people, like they're long and slender, but their arms are almost like long, like they're almost like knives, right? They're just long, really, really weird beings that I'm getting chills talking about them. So I'm not sure if anybody that has like visions and stuff have seen these people. But let me know if you had, and then I'll continue the conversation. So if you're noticing spiritual gifts, it could be just allowing the spiritual gifts to shine through and being compassionate with your children. But it could be just in we were talking about you. I said, I love your energy. I really do. I love your energy. Well, hello, friend. I love your energy too. Come over, say hello. Ooh, that's interesting. Liz, you and I are connected on Facebook, right? If you can get a picture of that and throw that at me, definitely do it. Aw, you have an amazing day. You have an amazing day. So anyway, I was in that quantum session with myself trying to work on spiritual gifts, and I felt like there was this big ball of energy stuck here, witchy kind of woman. I felt like there was this big ball of energy, and it was like just doing this whole, like, this is how it would have been the energy in here, like a ball of like liquid metal that was moving around. So I was lifting that ball out, and when I lifted the ball out and moved it, it was just all of a sudden this white landscape with in the background these gray bodies coming towards me, with their long thin arms and like their stretched form. And they cut me across the face. And that was the fear, is that if I step into and embody my full thing, that I'm going to be like hurt. I'm going to be unalived. So I was working through that, but I didn't know, see, I'm getting warm now. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at that. I'm going to have to, oh, nice. I'm so happy for you, right? It's so simple. You don't even have to touch your eyes when you do it, right? You can run it around in front and it will still trigger it because it's causing that bilateral stim, right? Another thing to do when you get into anxiety is to listen to binaural beats, right? Where it actually pans back and forth. to the side to side. That'll help as well. It's that the crossing over the hemispheres, right? That causes that. So it's this. It's a lot. It's similar to EMDR. So eye movement. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy. So EMDR uses that. Nice. Nice. Yeah, so it was really, really cool little vision that I had there. So after Kendall, wait, pause. Who else wants to be on the list for a card? So I can add you to the list before I do cards for Serena. Serena is next. I don't know if that made sense to you, Kendall, about like looking at, maybe bringing more compassion into your discipline or into the structure within your home, or just more intimacy, right? More intimacy into your home. It could be looking at, what other careers that you could do. I don't know if you plan on being a stay-at-home mom, which I think is a beautiful thing, but if you're not, then this could be looking at how can you take that and in your career, like in a career that you're looking to have, how can you embody, like bring your intuition and compassion into that space as well. But I really feel like it's talking about on the home front, because how you work currently is as a stay-at-home mom. So I feel like it's really, you're just looking at like, how can you bring more intimacy to the home front? How can you bring more compassion and also your intuition? Lean into your intuition, and maybe if you have children that are showing some psychic or spiritual gifts, to also to help them with that, to hold compassion and space for that. Okay, signal dropped. Oh no. Okay, spiritual amethyst wanted to be on the list, so you are on the list. Anyone else want to be on the list? Hey, thank you. I love you. Thank you for supporting me, witchy kind of woman. I love you. Okay, so who knows? Maybe shortly, coming soon, maybe I'll start speaking light codes in public, because I'll start to realize no big gray, long, slender men with long arms that look like knives are going to come and cut me for being truthful. Okay, maybe. Big love to you, honey. Big love to you. I love you so much. Hi, Teeny Rose. Reading that name just made me feel happy, because I'm just thinking of like those little tiny baby roses. They're so cute. Little teeny roses. But she might be teeny and her name could be Rose. All right, Serena. I've got to focus on Serena and get her a couple of cards. Oh, I like it. I like the first card. So much love. I love our collective. I love our group. I love all of our people. All right. Whoa. We almost threw a whole bunch of them. Let me see what I'm feeling for the cards. I'm trying to figure out which, you know what? There was too many. It's bubbling. I'm trying so hard, right? Like, and just in the moment that it bubbled up, and I felt like this bubble, and I almost expressed it right now. I almost went into doing some light language in response to that came up. But then there was just that little bit that went, ooh. It's coming though. It's coming. Perfect. Okay, back to Serena. Lost, found, 771. It sure is. It's coming. Oh, there we go, Serena. Oh, nice. I like this. So, Serena, we have this beautiful open-mindedness, remaining objective from the air. So all air signs, all of the signs that are of the air element. So we have Gemini, we have Libra. I just was looking at the signs from behind. So we have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius that are air signs. Okay, so all of them have this, they share this dynamic in that they are open-minded, They are objective and they do like learning. Okay. So this is, that's what it's asking you to do, is be open-minded and maybe learn something. So that's combined with conjunction. So conjunction is a planetary alignment. Okay. So when, with conjunction, it's a merging, right? So a merging, a coming together, or a union. So within this open-mindedness and learning, there is a coming together that's about to occur. And that could be that you're coming together with a mentor who is about to teach you, and you're going to remain open-minded while you're going through that learning experience. Okay. I thought you were talking to me, and I'm like, that's possible, but I did get a little, I don't know, Palladian kind of, for some reason, I've always, hi, level up with Natalie and Ashanti. Hi, Ashanti. Okay. Let me know how that felt for you, Serena. Like, that does feel like there's some education or a learning experience that's coming in. It doesn't necessarily mean there has to be a mentor, but it just means being open up to the information that's coming into you and be ready to learn it. And that it is a union, though. It's a coming together of something, whether it's a coming together of an experience that just happens, like, you know, the door opens at the right time, or somebody comes in and boom, opens up. But yeah. Okay, so after Serena is Sam. Are you there, Sam? We did have a lot. We dropped down to 18 people. So let's see if Sam's still present. Okay. Don't be nervous. Whoa. See, as soon as you said I am, it was just boom, cards flying everywhere. Oh, we've got so many. But you know what? We had 2 on the top and 2 here as well that were up. So you're gonna get like a mini reading. That's just the way that it's gonna happen. Too much energy. You just threw it. But that's okay. I'm gonna have a sip of my cold coffee, guys. Love it. So we've got Aquarius and Cancer, and house 5 and house 6. So this is a lot of energy, and that's why you needed a lot. You gave a lot of energy to get a lot of cards because you wanted to have a mini reading. You were like, yeah, that's what I want. So for Aquarius, so Aquarius is a very original thinker, right? They seem to be, of the astrological signs, the oddball of the group, and that's okay. We need people that have like way out there thoughts, or new ingenuity, right? So they're also philanthropists. They're very much humanitarian people, right? And they have progressive thoughts, very progressive. Yay, Tabby. Aw, I love you. Tabby's my beautiful, beautiful niece. She's absolutely gorgeous. What are you doing these days? Where are you working? Are you doing hair and stuff? Can I send people your way? Are you still doing like nails? What are you doing? What are you doing? And can I send people that are in Alberta your way to get to work with you? And then they can see. She's just gorgeous. Okay, so we've got also Sam, itchy nose. Itchy nose. We have Cancer energy. This is all about nurturing, comfort, and protection. So think about Cancer, the crab, and it's got that nice hard shell. So Cancer is very much our home bodies. They love home. They're very... Aww. Well, I love you, and whatever you're doing, I wish you all of the best. All of the best. I keep my eye on you. I keep my eye on you and Siobhan. I almost called her Saya Bahan because that's what I used to bug her, but with her and Siobhan. So this Cancer energy, right? But Cancers, they have their crab shell, right? So, when it takes a little bit. it takes a little bit for Cancer to allow you in, right? Because they're a little bit, protective. And then once you get inside, though, then they're just beautiful, emotional, lovely, lovely. And they love their home. They love nurturing. And they're also the home of the moon. The moon resides in the sign of Cancer, right? So they're very nurturing, the mom of the astrological season. So we've got this mom and humanitarian energy. We've got this nurturing. We've got these big ideas, philosophy, philanthropy, and protection, right? So we've got that energy for you. And then we have it combined with house 5 and house 6. So house 5 is the house that governs Leo. And house 5 is a passion and play, children, confidence, and creativity. So how can you bring creativity into the mix to help you to elevate yourself? That was so weird. I've been seeing things lately, seeing movements. I'm seeing spirits moving around, but it's okay. It's okay. So passion, play, and creativity. So this is the house of Leo. And it's also, you got house 6. House 6 is the house of Virgo. Okay. So Virgo is establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. But this is also about service. So there's a lot of service here, like service and humanitarian energy between house 6 and Aquarius energy. Even though this is more, like on a big scale, whereas this is more intimate. The house 6 is more intimate level of servitude. So there's a call for you to go into helping other people in some capacity, but while remaining playful and passionate, right? Oh, I love that. I love my PSWs, right? And also, but remember to remain nurturing, right? Nurturing and providing that comfort. So it's a beautiful amount of energy that's coming at you. And I love all the colors. I love all the colors. It's just lovely. Okay. So how can you embody that? This deck is the Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck. And it comes in this beautiful box that is very romantic. I love it, right? Because you open it up and it has all of these beautiful, just the whole, all the details, right? All of the details, it's got the strap so that you put the box in for the cards, right? The box of cards has the strap. It has these beautiful little things on it. Even the back of the deck has has a poem. The inside of the deck has that phrase from William Blake. I don't know why I went Walt Whitman. Interesting. So it's just beautiful the way that it goes together. And then the book, and it actually comes with a hard-covered book. Like it's beautiful. Like there's so much information that it gives you within the pages. Like it's just beautiful. Beautiful. Wild unknown archetypes. Nice. Do you align with that deck? Do you find yourself resonating with that deck at all? I'm gonna wrap myself up again. My heat went away. Gonna have to call that spirit back on in and bring the heat back. All right. After Sam, Amanda Avila, my love. Yes. Oh, it's romantic. My energy is very much a romantic energy. I love like things like that. Like I just love it. I love it. If I was to, I love, nature. I love romance. Like I am very much a romantic, which is, and yeah, it's gentle. I love it. I love it. Okay. So Amanda, we got one card. We got 3 cards, 4 cards. You have big energy too, though. I'm used to that. Alrighty. Ooh, we got some stuff here. Okay. So We're going to start with this card. I'm feeling like this is the good direction to go in. So we've got opposition. So opposition is exactly what happens when we have a full moon, because we have the sun in the sign that's opposite to the sign that the moon's in. So yesterday, when we celebrated the full moon, we celebrated the fact that the opposition was from Gemini to Sagittarius, which of all the oppositions that we could have, this is the least confrontational or opposing energies. They're actually more alike than they are separate. But enough about last night's full moon. So this is a combination the opposition is there's an imbalance. There's a point of tension or a power struggle that's occurring within your life right now, right? And I think we know where that power struggle is coming from. You also got sextile. So sextile, see that angle there? That's a sextile angle, whereas this is the opposition angle. Okay, so the sextile is talking about a combination of tension and flow. So what's that's telling me is that you're moving out of this into a state of flow, and there is a potential and a rewarding situation. No, last night was a beautiful night. I mean, it is definitely a release. Yeah, no, never on an eclipse. Never put your crystals out on an eclipse. That's what I did last night, because it was not an eclipse. It was no eclipse energy last night. Last night was beautiful energy. Just beautiful, beautiful energy. So the moon card came out as well. So the moon is all about your emotions, right? Your emotional needs. It's about nurturing yourself and nurturing others. So to step into that flow, it's going to take some nurturing, and it might be nurturing of yourself. Yeah, you still have time to get them out tonight. And this could be nurturing yourself. It could be nurturing your relationships, things like that. Okay. Let go of codependency for sure. And it is time with the Jupiter card to grow and expand. So Jupiter's was in Taurus, and I guess it transiting into, yes, it's too chaotic for any of that stuff. So Jupiter is the biggest planet, right? And it's also it rules Sagittarius, which was the full moon we had last night, and it also rules Pisces. So it rules those two astrological signs. And Jupiter was in Taurus and transiting into Aries. So there's a lot of fiery energy to propel us to grow and expand right now, which is beautiful, beautiful energy. I did that last night. So that's what your message is, okay? That there's this opposition, this conflict that's there, or this tension, this power struggle that's there, but you're moving through that power struggle into a state of flow. You're going to get there by being nurturing to yourself and honoring your emotions, right? And then that's going to allow you to grow and expand into the next level. So this is a leveling up for you, Amanda. And I love it. I love it. I made lots of moon water. I made 10 bottles of 10 milk jug bottles of moon water last night. I'm going to put up the video on, I don't put any water in the fridge because we shouldn't, from glory to glory. Yes. I don't put moon water in, now I have to think, Sam. Oh, yes, we had Aquarius and we had Cancer. I'm working through it. 5 and 6. It's okay. It's okay. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to write them down because let me throw them on a page. Oh, there's my block. I'm like, where's my block? Yeah, 5 and 6. Using the wrong pen. That's my tattoo marker. No, it's okay. It's okay. No apologies. You've done nothing wrong. Apologies are for when you've done something wrong. And it was Aquarius and Cancer. And house 5 and 6. Yeah, I talked about the energies, but then I didn't give you like what it could mean. Oh, no, Sam. No need to cry, love. No need to cry. I'm going to send you a big hug. Although that might actually, might not be. I'm one of those people, if someone was to give me a hug, when I'm in that state, I'd be like, okay, now I'm really going to cry. Thanks. Alrighty. Yeah, it makes it worse. Hi, Ashley. Ashley, how are you, love? Okay, so we'll go back to, I think, Amanda, we've got that for you. Okay, so I won't have the cards. I will have the cards. I'm gonna go through them really quick and grab them back out, because then I can. Oh, that's 10. Neptune, Libra. Just because I like to have them to refer to as I'm talking. So we will. House 6. At least I know they got shuffled up good. Right? Does she not have just the sweetest little, just like the little sweetest, I don't even know what to say. Like, it's just so sweet. The word, I had it in my head and then it escaped me. House 5 and Cancer. There we go. We've got them all. Oh, hi. I love you, sweetheart. Right? Okay. So nurturing and comfort and protection, passion, play, children, and confidence. So there is that. Hi, Raya. Establishing a foundation, health and daily life, originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. So there is that talk of between House 6 and Aquarius about what is a way that you can embody service. Is there a way that you can do service on a small scale, or is there a way that you can do service in a big way, like in that Aquarius philanthropic energy, right? So there is a bunch of asking. I love you, sweetie. I love you so much, so much. So is there a way that you can bring servitude into your life? And the servitude that maybe you're asking to bring into your life is with children. Between this nurturing energy of Cancer, right, which is the mom of the astrology and also the ruler of the sign, right? And this Leo, which is all about creativity, children, and play. So I know you were saying that you were working as a PSW. Is there a way that you could maybe transition that, or is there a calling for you to work with children? Is that what this is saying, is that there's a calling to you to maybe step into working with children? And it could also just reflect that it's time for you to work on nurturing your inner child, okay? Working on nurturing your inner child. Thinking outside the box may be required, being open-minded to the information that, yeah, I know. That's why I went this way, witchy kind of woman. I'm like, wait a second. I've got another thing that's coming down for what this is. So, okay. So I think this is really talking about the second part that I was coming to, which is that it's time for you to do some inner child healing, to nurture your inner child. You're going to have to maybe think outside the box for this, be open-minded to the information that's coming in. There's maybe a need, this one here, no, 6, yeah. There may be a need for you to reestablish, like to look at your daily routines and how you can bring more health into them. So doing the heart focused breathing 3 times a day is a good start, right? And it's also a time to reconnect with your child, your inner self, and do play, right? So we want to do that play. We want to be creative, right? Allow yourself to sit and color, like in a giant kids coloring book. Allow yourself to, go blow bubbles, go, jump in puddles, go, watch cartoons, like just really embody whatever it means to you to embody that inner child and allow them the opportunity to come out and play, right? And review your daily habits. And are they helping you? Are they nurturing? Are they, working towards you? Okay. And if you need to, connect with me for a clarity call. They're free. All right, time to have some more of my coffee. I feel like it just, that adultification, right? That adultification is really hard because we skip through our youth and we don't really experience those stages the way that other people did, right? And we need that soothing and nurturing to happen. So when you're feeling like that, just rub your arms. This is like a good way to give yourself, right? Rub your arms down. your arms. Right? And you can say to yourself that you're safe and you're protected and you're loved and lovable, right? This is just such a beautiful way. It drops your brain into delta waves, which is a very calm, soothing brainwave state, right? That state that we go into when we're going into sleep before we hit theta. But the delta wave state, so beautiful and calming for our nervous system. So if you're feeling distressed, it's a beautiful way to just give yourself some love. Okay. I was going to take 2 sips and then I was like, might as well just finish it. Ashley, I will put you on the list. And hello, Rayette. Oh, light just came up. There, you're on the list, love. Okay, after, witchy kind of woman, did you want a card? I don't know if I saw you say you wanted a card. I love you, sweetheart. I love you. I feel like there was a lifetime that you and I spent together, Sam, and I'll sink into that in a moment, Teresa. I feel like you were my little kid sister, like my kid sister. That's the energy. Like, and there was a lifetime where you were my kid sister. Like, I just see you as being like this little. Oh, you're just a sweetheart. You're just a sweetheart. But yeah, I feel that. Oh, I do. It is. Yes. Oh, I love you. The man I was in. Oh, okay. Definitely. Yes. Whoa. I caught a couple. And then I missed a couple. But that's okay. We've got them all now. We got lots of messages for this. High 5D life. Okay. Is everything complete in this life for you with him, that there's nothing left for you to do with him? Is that what you're saying, Teresa? I love the stuff that you share. Never too much love. Unconditional, just overflowing amounts of love. I'm getting a yes. Just that's the like immediately comes up when I sink into that question. I'm getting a yes. And it's just, so that's what's coming up. That's a yes. Okay. Yeah. And I have you on the list right now. That's hilarious. I didn't actually look at the next name on the list after Sam and Amanda because we went backwards and then I came forward. So this is for you, Teresa. So there is, again, that opposition card came up. So there's some tension and there is some tension or a power struggle that went on. And that can be a power struggle within ourselves. It doesn't have to be a power struggle with somebody else. It could be just a power struggle with ourselves. Okay. So we've got Virgo, which Virgo is the same as house 6 energy, which we just had, but this is the actual astrological sign of Virgo, which talks about integrity, reverence, and service. So within this power struggle, I'm just going to keep going though. I'm going to keep going and then I'll summarize them all together at the end. Then we've got house 3. Now house 3 is the house of Gemini. Okay. And this is all about early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communications. Gemini is, I love you. I'm not too busy for you, Carol. I have you on the list for a card, sweetheart. I would hope to be able to, I mean, if you have to go, you have to go. But if you want to stick around, it's doing Teresa right now. We got Brian, Mayuma, Liz, and then you. So you're the fourth one if you want to stick around for your cards. But if not, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. And tomorrow we were supposed to go at 7 p.m., but tomorrow we're going to be at 9 a.m. again. So just for a reminder for everybody, tomorrow's going to be another 9 a.m. Okay. Look at us. We hit 47 hearts, dudes. We have 47 team members. I love it. Okay. So house 3 is that beautiful child state, right? That early learning, your childhood relations and communication, right? So that's where I was at. Was Gemini is the so house 3 is the house of Gemini, and Gemini are like the butterflies. They're like go, 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 go. And it's because they have all this information and they want to go and share their knowledge with everybody. Like, so they have all these conversations like, oh, did you hear what I just learned? Hey, did you hear what I just learned? And then go, 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 go to collect more information and then go talk about it and be very chatty. So Gemini is very much chatty energy for sure. And then the next sign that you got was was the cardinal sign. So cardinal, there are different elements. So we have air, earth, wind, and air is wind. Air. We've got, let's start in order. We've got fire, we've got earth, we've got air, and we've got earth. No, we've got water. There we go. That's the other one, water. So those are the elements. But we've also got like whether it's cardinal, mutable, or fixed. So in the cardinal signs, we have Aries, we have Cancer, we have Libra, and we have Capricorn. They are all the cardinal signs. Okay, so cardinal is about instigating. It's brave, and it is a pioneering spirit. So very, very strong, like let's go energy there. So this energy is whatever this in this opposition, there's the word I'm looking for, is you are definitely like you are the powerhouse. Like, so they talk about like the ages, right? And they talk about how Aries is like the child, like the young child or baby, the baby of the astrological wheel, right? Because they are the start of it. And they are and they have a lot of initiative. They are very passionate. I love Aries. I love Aries as a Sag, fellow fire sign. I love Aries energy. So this is talking about like, you know, how can you be brave? How can you be brave and move beyond this opposition and bring yourself into that state of flow, right? To let go of the imbalances. It doesn't have to be a power struggle, right? It could be an imbalance within your life. So how can you initiate something to get out of to put yourself back into balance? How can you initiate something to put yourself back into balance? There we go. And it may be looking at some early learning or some, right? So how can you initiate balance within your life and bring integrity and maybe have some reverence for yourself, right? That just deep reverence for yourself and the journey that you've had, right? And just pouring that love into yourself. Hi, Angel of Venom. How are you, love? Right? So that's what your message is talking about. Like, how can you navigate from that state of opposition that you were in or imbalance, right? By having reverence for yourself, by allowing yourself, by using that Aries energy, that cardinal instigating energy, and just being brave, right? Be brave. Sometimes the bravest thing we do is love ourselves unconditionally, right? Sometimes it's just so brave. But, you know, take that instigation energy and try to bring some balance back into your life. It may be time to have some learning as well, or to communicate with other people about how you're feeling, right? Be brave in your communications within any of those power struggles, and but maintain integrity and have reverence for the experience that you're going through. So hello, love, how are you? Okay, after Angel of Venom. No, sorry. After Angel of Venom. Okay, so we've got And we might be late today, guys, but that's okay. So after Teresa, we've got Brian. Are you still there, Brian? And you're so welcome, Teresa. Love to you. Love to you. Oh, oh, oh. Are you still there, Brian? Hi, HF fan, Smiley. All right, I'm going to put these down until I see from Brian. I'm going to write the cards down. Okay, so I'm going to give a hot second. Brian, going once, going twice, going 3 times. Gone. All right, after Brian is Mayuma. Hi, Mayuma. Oh. Is it Mayuma there, love? I'm gonna give myself some likes. I feel like I just ended up in a vacuum again. It's weird when it does that, like it's going along and it's going great, and then all of a sudden, like nothing seems to be moving. There's no conversation, there's no change in the number of likes, there's nothing. Yes, you are on the list, love. You are definitely on the list. So I'm gonna give myself some likes because that tends to reset things for me, and then I start to see stuff moving around again. But yeah, it's weird. It's almost like you get into like a stalemate situation. There, I gave myself 187 likes. Okay, so Mayuma. Hi, Redbeard. Hello, my love. And look at, I'm wearing it. Yeah, it's definitely not just me. Okay, so Mayuma, we've got some big energy here. It is time for you to grow and expand. And this is a time for action, right? This is a time for action. Okay, I love you. I love you. Mwah. So this is proactivity. This is expression. So this is yang, sorry. So we've got Jupiter energy, which is that grow and expand energy. That's what Jupiter brings in, is that growth, right? We've got the yang energy. The yang is the divine masculine, and that is go and get it. That is go and do it. That is action, right? So that is forward motion, and we're going to move into grow. We're going to move to grow and expand, but we're going to do that with this Scorpio energy. So Scorpio energy is exposing, purging, and renewing. So it's a time to look at the things that aren't right for you, whether that's, you know, like going through your healing journey and looking at some of the things that you can let go of. Maybe there's limiting beliefs. Maybe there's outdated thought patterns. Maybe it's looking at, you know, your past and, you know, offering yourself more kindness. Maybe it's, you know, jumping into a healing journey with somebody so that you can heal through your past experiences, right? But either way, and you can even do purging as much as going through your house and looking for the things within your house that energetically don't feel good to you and get rid of them. And that opens you up for that space for new stuff to come in. When we purge and release, we open ourselves up to allow more to come into us. Okay, so beautiful energy for you here, but no matter what, take action on your healing journey and grow and expand. Okay, love you. All right, after Mayuma is Liz. Okay, so we got Liz. Yeah, well, if you know where to find me, my love. You know where to find me. I'm here when you're ready. Okay. Ooh. Liz. I feel like there's one. I don't know. We're going to see. Oh, no, we can't have that many. That's too many, Liz. That'd be like 6. All right. Love you. She's like, well, if I have a lot of children and I'm very busy. I'm very busy. I don't know how I found the time. Oh, I can't wait. So you got South Node, which is destined to release. So we're always moving away from South Node. The way that we start off with our South Node is, so the South Node is the tail of the dragon, whereas the North Node is the head. And the concept is that we're moving away from our South Node, whatever it is. So for me, I actually have a Gemini South Node and I move towards Sagittarius. So I have to release those things that are Gemini, kind of Gemini energy type items, and move in towards the Sagittarius level of items. So from, the details into the big picture kind of thing, right? So whatever you can look at what your South Node is to understand, and you don't need to know what your South Node is as long as you know what your North Node is, because your North Node is opposite the South Node, like Sagittarius is opposite Gemini, right? So whatever your South Node is, that's what you need to be releasing and looking at releasing. Now I got Aquarius energy here. So if we're not looking at it as it's talking directly about your specific South Node, this could be releasing something around, because we got house 12 as well. We've got Aquarius and we've got house 12. So Aquarius is all about originality, philanthropy, progressive imaginings, whereas house 12 is all about spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. So house 12 is the house of Pisces. So maybe there's some energy around like sacrificial service or around karma that you have to release, right? In order to move forward. So there's a release of things around that karma energy. So Natalie, are you asking if you are jealous of Paige and Whitney? Yeah, I was like, why are you asking me if you're jealous? I feel like you'd be the best one to know if you're jealous. So jealousy means you want what they have and you kind of look at and you're like, oh, why do you have it? I should have that kind of thing. Whereas envious is I see what you have and I would like it too. So I'm going to go work towards that. Right? Envious is where you want what they have, but you're willing to go and get it. Whereas jealousy is you want what they have and you don't think they even deserve to have it and you wish it was yours instead. So jealousy is a much more negative aspect of energy. Envy tends to make us move, right? I don't even remember, Serena. I don't have a mod on when I don't have a mod on the back end, I don't write down the cards. So I can't remember. If I think about it, hang on. Yeah, I don't know if I'm I'll just sit with it. If it comes back to me, I will let you know. Okay, sweetheart. So we're on to Carol. If Carol hasn't left, I'm not sure if she did because she meant me. It's interesting. Both the people that I've written down that may have left, they got planets. No. So then maybe so I don't you are on the list, Angel. You are on the list. We have on the list right now, after Carol would be Mama 5. And then after Mama 5 is Julie. Then we have Spiritual Amethyst. We have Ashley, witchy kind of woman who had to leave as well. And then Angel of Venom. Okay, so Mama 5, are you there? You're welcome. I'm like, where are my mods? Like, I feel like both my mods left. Hello, Angel. Oh, sorry, hi, Mom. I meant to say hi to Mom, but I was reading Angel at the same time. You're welcome. Yeah, that's the way to distinguish the difference. So jealousy is a much more negative emotion, whereas envy is, you know, I like how you look, or I like how you dress, or I like, you know, how you've got this beautiful relationship, or, you know, I like I like the fact that you're successful in your job. And I want to go get that too. Right. So let's say we were looking at, Joe Dispenza, right? And I was like, oh, I like, yeah. So you just like how, and you would like to have your own style to be like that, but not necessarily that they don't deserve what they have, right? Or you want to take theirs for you, right? That's the difference. Okay. Mama 5, your card's being picky, and that's okay. We want the right card. Cards being really, really sticky. Okay, now they're not. Good. Then you're not jealous. Alrighty, Mom of 5. You got North Node, my love. North Node. And you got North Node with, and thank you, Sherlock, for sharing the live. I appreciate that. House 12. Okay, so spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. So there's a transcendence, there's a transition, there is a, you know, like heading towards, so your North Node is the node that you are heading towards in this lifetime. That's the head of the dragon. So you can do your astrological chart and it will tell you what your North Node is. And that's where you're supposed to be headed towards in this lifetime, right? This is the lessons that you're supposed to integrate. You're supposed to move away from the South Node, which will feel really comfortable and familiar and, you know, for you, and move towards the North Node. So that's the concept of the North Node. But what this is just talking about is you are destined to have. So you are destined to have, and if you embrace the full power of the House 12, you're destined to have healing. You're destined to have like a spiritual awakening. Like that's what this is talking about is, you know, like you are going through a spiritual awakening. You are transcending. You are, you know, healing the past. Just be careful and make sure that you aren't, you know, overriding your needs for the benefit of other people. So like doing people pleasing, right? When we get into that state of people pleasing, and that might be something that you need to work on healing, right? Is that people pleasing. So, you know, maybe do some more spiritual practices and like meditation, prayer, connecting with nature, you know, service, things like that open us up. Nice. Beautiful. I love that. So yeah, open yourself up spiritually for what is, you know, what you are capable of, right? And maybe you're more intuitive than you give yourself credit for. There's probably a deep knowing. I feel like there's a knowing that you just have a knowing of things. Okay. So move towards that energy. Okay. Hi, Karen. All right. After Mama 5 is Julie. Oh, the cards were going to come, but then they stopped. You're welcome. Love to you, Mama. Yeah, I don't know where my mods went. Time to get some new ones. Like not in getting rid of them, but more new ones. More mods. More mods. It was a mod quad. It became a mod squad. Went back down to like a mod 5-0. And now, I don't know. I'm having a hard time getting them on in the mornings. And maybe the evenings will work. I don't know. I don't know. You know, they got lives too. I think I just need more. Ontario footsteps. I like that. Where are we going with in the Ontario footsteps? Okay, focusing back on Julie. So you can help me, support me by gifting, by sharing, by subscribing, by liking. Sharing is caring. I like to say that. By liking the live. You can also check out my website, www.mindbodyspiриthealthyself.com. It has all of my services and stuff listed there. I do standalone tarot card readings. I do Sacred Journey, which is my 6-session package for trauma healing. And I also do quantum mind, body, spirit healing, which is a 12 session. Ooh, I'll check into that in a second. Okay. So this is for Julie. So we got Uranus and we got Virgo. So Virgo is again about integrity, reverence, and service. Okay. So, and it's also the daily habits. So what are you doing each and every day and how are they supporting you? Okay. And Uranus is radical change. So how can you, and I did that when I was on my healing journey, I radically changed my life, right? And Shefali, I can't remember her first name. She's Dr. Shefali. She wrote a book called Radical. Hang on. I have it. I just have to look in my Audible. A Radical Awakening. Sorry, that's what her book was called. And it's Shefali, Tsabary. Shefali Tsabary. But she's Dr. Shefali is what her name goes by. If you put Shefali in, you'll find it. But it's a Radical Awakening. So this is telling you to is asking you to do a radical shift, and that radical change could be in your daily habits, right? Like, so as I was saying, before I went through my healing journey, I worked my job as the director of nursing, whatever hours I needed to put into my job, I put into my job. I came home, I was tired, and I maybe spent the rest of the evening watching TV or playing video games. And then I did the same thing on the weekends. I played an enormous amount of video games or watched an enormous amount of TV. My partner and I were very much couch potatoes. I was so tired and, depressed, but not aware of my depression. So I was depressed. I was tired. I was, unresolved trauma, or high functioning trauma is what I like to call it. And I was just going about my day, living in that specific way. I would eat whatever, a lot of times I ate a lot of takeout, a lot of like deep fried, like instant food, like fast foods and things like that. So this is asking like for that radical change. What is there that you can do within your daily habits to radically change that will bring about so much health and wellness to you, right? And even doing the radical change doesn't mean that it's like instantly, but start looking at what you can do to bring health and wellness to your life and implement those changes, even if you're making changes, day after day after day gradually, and it grows and grows and grows. But there is a level of like radical change that needs to happen. Okay, beautiful. So that's what your message is today. So after Julie is Spiritual Amethyst. Love you, Julie. You're welcome. All right, we've got Spiritual Amethyst. I was like, where did my mods go? And I was joking around and I was saying to everybody that, time for new mods. Oh my goodness. Okay, apparently those cards were for Spiritual Amethyst. And I was like, time for new mods. Can't find my mods. We had a mod quad, then we went to a mod squad, and then we went down a little bit. And now we just like can't even keep my quad together. I was teasing you. All right. Spiritual amethyst. We got your cards. You wanted to have a bunch of them. Always, always. And a lot of energy too. A lot of energy. You're bringing the heat. You're bringing the heat. Alrighty. So we've got conjunction. So this is a union or a merging. This is where they've come together. The planets have come together. Okay. So we've got a union, a merging, a coming together with the destined to have. So you're destined to have a union. Okay. And you're going to need to nurture the union. This is Cancer. So we need to nurture the union. And it's going to provide you comfort and protection. Okay. And Gemini energy came in as well, which is curiosity, intellect, and networking. So if I was to read this in a certain way, I'd say, are you in a relationship, spiritual amethyst, or are you looking for a relationship? Oh, all four together. You're in a relationship. Okay. Just use all your cards. See, that's why you gave me so many, is so I could cool myself off. Alrighty. So it doesn't necessarily mean that a coming together has to be romantic. It could be a coming together of like So this is talking about networking, right? Gemini energy is about networking, communication, all of that stuff. It could be you and your partner coming together into, a more profound union, and you're going to get there by, communicating and by nurturing. And, that's going to bring that coming together, which you are destined to have. But it could be that there is someone that's coming into your life that, is just whether it's a mentor or it's, a relationship. We have other soul connections, right? I know. That's how I knew you were gone. I was like, I can't have this many likes. If Melinda's in the live, Melinda must have fell out somewhere and she fell asleep. It's okay. I'm going to read bedtime stories. Right? So you're destined to have a coming together or a union, which is going to be comforting and nurturing, right? It's going to protect you. There is a protection in that, right? And it could be just a soulmate. There's the word I was looking for. It could be a soulmate, but in the way of a friendship, right? And this is, it's through, there's networking and communication, or it could be just that your relationship is going to come together and be just, so much better, but you just need to, nurture it a bit more and communicate. And that's going to allow you and your partner to come together in a much better union. Okay. So one of those two is what I'm getting. It was weird. My message came up and said that it was my 9 a.m. schedule. And I'm like, but it's almost noon. I've been doing this for a while. Alrighty. So we have, after spiritual amethyst, Ashley. Just let me know that you're there, Ashley. So yeah. Like there's definitely the coming together, and it's just communication and nurturing that's going to bring that connection even closer together. But you're destined to have it. Move towards it. Whoa. Alrighty. Is my lovely Ashley there? We've got a lot of powerful energy. All right, I'm going to put this on the deck for Ashley, and if I see her, then I'll read the cards then. Okay, so definitely a good message for Ashley. Ow. I caught my hair actually in my beads and just yarded on it. Oh. Just sad hair. All righty. So, right? Like it was just like, Never done that before. I mean, I've caught them in my bracelets before, let's be real, but I don't think I've brushed my hair with my beads. It is nice, but it can be a pain. I don't know about cutting it though. It's been a while. Obviously. It's been a while since I've cut my hair. And I love it. It's so healthy. Okay. I'm going to pull witchy kind of woman's cards, but I'm not going to do them. I'm not going to sell them to her. I'm going to pull them so I can send her a message later, just because I love her and she sent me messages before. So I can definitely send her some messages. And then it's Angel of Venom's cards. And then if anyone else wants a card, let me know. I got a little bit of time. Okay. Witchy kind of woman's cards are being stubborn. Maybe it's because she's not here and the cards are like, All right, let me think about her energy. Okay. Hi, Shayna. All right, we've got Uranus and and I did a push my fingers. Hello, Shayna. How are you, love? So I'm doing cards right now, Ontario Footsteps. I could pull a card for you, Diana. Okay. Off to Angel of Venom. You're welcome. So yeah, all you have to do is just support me in whatever way you can. You can gift, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe, you can give my gold coffee gift, anything. Okay. I'll take whatever I'll receive. I'm open to receiving whatever you are in way of giving. All righty. Angel of Venom. The card's trying to come out. Oh, there we go. All righty. Angel of Venom. We have a sextile. So sextile is that angle, right? That's that smaller angle that happens with planetary alignment. And a sextile is talking about a combination of tension and flow. But there's potential and it could be a rewarding situation. Now, Aries is the second card that came out for you. And Aries is independence, bravery, passion. Like they're a very passionate, initiating sign, right? Like they are the first sign in the astrological wheel. They are the babies of the astrological wheel as well. And they initiate. They're very much the starters, right? They start the astrological and they'll start everything. Just let's go, right? So a combination of tension and flow, and a potential situation, a rewarding situation. So by bringing that passion, right? Bringing that passion to the energy. Oh, Scorpio, Libra. Scorpio, like when you think about Scorpio, like Scorpio is like, yeah, Scorpio is like black leather and, like, let's rock. I would look at Scorpio energy as like very sensual versus passionate, like fiery, right? I would look at Scorpio like a slow burn. It's like they sting you with their tail and it takes a little while for that to spread through the body, right? Like slow burn. And Libra is all about relationships too, right? So about that, the relationship energy. So this sextile, right? So for you to move through that flow, it's going to ask you to bring some passion, some fire, and you may need to be the one to initiate or to start to start the situation going. But it is a rewarding situation. Whatever the situation is that you have questions about, it will be you will be rewarded in the end of it, as long as you just stay brave and, you know, step into that passionate energy that you can have, right? So yeah, but I like that Scorpio, slow burn. All right, after Angel is Shayna. I do like these cards. They very much resonate with me. Okay, Shayna. See what comes up for Shayna. They did stand on the desk and then decided to drop onto the floor. Apparently, I'm supposed to bend over and get them. Woo, interesting. We got the Sun in Scorpio. And the reason why I said interesting is because of our conversation, right? Just about Scorpio. So the Sun is about your self-expression, right? So that's why with our Sun sign, that's how we express ourselves. Whereas our rising sign is how other people see us, right? Where we might not normally see ourselves, but it is really more, the rising sign really is more in alignment with our personality. I can read your cards if you stick around, Shauna. So that is that self-expression. So the self-expression of Scorpio energy, Scorpio is intense. That's the other thing. You are sensual, but intense in that sensuality, Angel of Them. So intense, it is about exposing, purging, and renewing. So that's the energy of Scorpio, right? Like Scorpio brings to the surface all those hidden things, like the mysteries, right? Scorpio is on the corner in the red light district. You know, he's by the loans and, you know, by the, you know, it's by the funeral home. It's by the, like, you know, it's nope. You would definitely see that. You're like, oh no, I know you, right? So they're the red light district, right? So think about that, like dark, kind of sexy energy that area would. It's death, it's money, how your money plays with somebody else's money, though. Like that's that Scorpio energy. And this is a call to express or embody the truth of that energy, right? So embody that time, this time, you know, embody the truth. Like, so really expose the truth to the situation right now. And purge what doesn't align with you. And then you're going to step into that renewed energy. Okay. So that's what I'm getting from these two cards for you, Shayna. Okay. After Shayna is Diana. Unless Witchy Kind of Woman stuck around. And if she did, then I will read you your cards. So Diana had a question too. Diana had a question about relationship with Paul. How long have you and Paul been broken up? You're welcome, Shauna. You're welcome. How long have you and Paul been broken up? A week. Okay. All right. So my instant response when I lean into that is no. But I'm going to pull some cards for you to see what the cards say. Okay. Oh yeah. It's hard, that dynamic energy, right? It's a very tortured affair between the twin souls, the twin flames. Hi, Tiger Lewis. Louie. All right. So, it can be. I mean, we all, some of us really do like a little bit of, aw, sweetheart. That's a sad question to have to ask if your husband loves you or not. And I think that you're asking because there's a part of you that knows, right? That knows that something's just a little bit off. Either that or it's how you feel about yourself that you're seeing reflected in your husband. And you think, You don't fully accept and love yourself, so you're not accepting a full love from somebody else. That could be a potential as well. Okay, so for Diana, we got Leo and Mercury. So Mercury is asking us to think, to learn, to network, and to communicate. Leo is this is a fire sign. You're so welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all the likes, for everything, Just being here, Time to put my sweater back on. Wraps are so good. Wraps are fun, are perfect. Okay. Hi, Sam. Welcome back. So the Leo is, like there's passion and romance, and yeah, I go through that. I have my door open and it's an overcast day. And also when like when I get connected by spirit, I get chilled. And then sometimes people will come in and there's like this, just a heat that comes with them. So it's almost like their energy is coming out towards me. That's how like I get just different energy, like I pick up energy in different ways. So yeah, sometimes if somebody's like, oh, I really need something, like they almost come in like, oh, I need a card, I need you to, and stuff like that. And it actually, like, it will pull me by that heat, right? Like, ooh, somebody needs, or somebody wants, is demanding. That's where it is. It's that demanding energy almost, that heats me up. And then with spirits, they cool me down. Okay. So back to Diana. We have this Leo and we have this, so Leo is about passion. Leo can sometimes be a bit arrogant, or like they're the lion, right? Like think about the lion, the king of the jungle. Like very proud. That's a good energy. They're very proud. Sometimes that pride can border on arrogance, but they're very proud. So make sure. So this is about like your self-confidence, and the sun also rules Leo. So the sun being the planet in that rules Leo and rules the 5th house, right? So when we look at that self-expression, right? So how can you express yourself in a more confident manner, right? And by learning and networking and communicating. I swear there was a big bird that flew by. Hi, friend. Hello, friend. I waved at him. I just had to say hello. Okay. So are you understanding what I'm saying with that, Diana? Or is anybody understanding what I'm saying with that? Because I keep reading other people's questions and I haven't seen Diana come in and say anything. Waving to the bird. Hi, birdie. Hello, birdie. I love birds. Somewhat. So how can you step into your own self-confidence? The thing is this, if Paul wants to come back to you, you being confident is going to bring him back a lot more than you being needy and, trying to pull him back to you. If you step up into your power, right, that's a more attractive energy, right? If you embody who you are and you're very confident, right? Confidence is sexy. Confidence is attractive. Right. And if somebody leaves you because they don't think that they want to be with you and they walk away from you, like you're not going to get them to come back by crying in a woe is me state. You're going to get them to come back by being like, I don't need you. I'm okay without you. Right. That's when they're going to more likely want to come back to you, is when you're in that state of, I don't need you. I'm okay. I'm okay without this. Right. And then that rattles their cage for sure. That's whether you want to, right? And the whole thing is, maybe there is an opportunity to network or communicate with other people who will, some mentor will step in, or somebody that's going to help you to heal yourself so that you can step into your own power, that you can step into that confidence, right? So that could be the energy that's coming up here, is telling you to take that time out to think, is that even what you want? To learn, how can you love yourself and put all that energy into you to build up your self-confidence and your self-worth, so you can be proud and so you can be proud of yourself, right? And then, maybe network with other people and communicate with other people. And you'll find that Paul wasn't all that, or not Paul, but Oh, no. We got two Pauls, sorry. Sharon's asking if she can trust Paul, and Diana's asking if Paul's going to come back. I hope they're not the same Paul. All right, so Diana was the last person I had down for a card. However, you're welcome. You're welcome. Right? Could you imagine? Could you imagine if it was, though? That'd be freaking creepy. It would be. It would be creepy if Diana came on and asked if Paul was going to come back, and Sharon came on and said, can I trust Paul? And they were the same Paul, and they ended up on my channel at the same time asking about the same Paul. That would be really freaking creepy. That would be spooky. But hilarious. I don't know. Should we find out if Paul's the same Paul? Should we find out if it's the same Paul? Alrighty. Well, I'm almost at noon, guys. I love you. I don't know what I'm going to do with these mods. I think I'm going to put them on a timeout, stand them in a corner. I don't know. Advertise for some new blood. No, I'm kidding. I'm bugging you, Melinda. I'm bugging you. I just want to make sure you know I'm teasing. Paul lives in Montana. Julie's like, we need to find out. Oh, Anne wanted a card about, Capricorn came out when you asked that question right away. So Capricorn is all about ambition, realism, and methodical steps. So Capricorn is the mer goat, right? So the goat. And they are very, very sure-footed. Sure-footed is the word that's coming to mind. Like think about how a mountain goat can climb up the side of a mountain, right? And they're like standing on these little red ledges. They're standing on these little ledges that are like really super narrow. And you're like, how are they standing there? Like against the side of the mountain, just right? Like the goats, right? So there's a whole, are you in a relationship currently? Anne, or are you looking for? Okay, I'm gonna love myself up while we're doing this. No, you're not in a relationship right now. Okay, so is there somebody that you are interested in? Maybe the person that you are. What's your sun sign? What's your astrological sign? I'm curious. Leo. Aw, love to you, Leo. I love my Leos. You're still seeing your ex, or are you feeling pulled or drawn back towards your exes? Or are you still seeing your ex? What sign was your ex? I'm curious now. What sign was your ex? Oh, let's get it to 20. A Virgo. You guys are close, like in the sense of Leo then goes to Virgo. So you are close. So you're like partners in the astrological wheel. Typically, Leo works really well with Aries and Sag because they're both fire signs. So depending on the type of energy that they have, they can be compatible bases on those. But then Leo is, where's my thing? Maybe Aquarius. Might be Aquarius energy. But anyway, I was just wondering because I was like, maybe the Capricorn is somebody that's going to come in, is going to be Capricorn, and they're going to bring the romance into your life, or they're going to be, the next partner that you have is Capricorn, or something about your partner was Capricorn. And that's why I thought I would ask about your sign and the other person's sign. Okay. And, but I think that, maybe this is talking about the person that's going to come in, that the person that's going to come in is going to be very realistic. They're going to be very compassionate. The relationship is going to go through these like slow, methodical steps before it builds into a relationship. Right. But it could be also that you need to have some realism where your ex is concerned. You can't move on from something if you're still holding on to the past. So letting go of the past is going to allow you to step into it. Because honestly, who's going to want to be in a relationship with somebody if they're still hanging out and doing stuff with their ex, right? Have to have both feet in the future, not in the past, right? So that could be the energy that's coming from those cards. All right. So how's everybody else doing? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? This is not the energy of my typical Monday. I must tell you guys. Yeah, and this came out now, the destined to release. You're destined to release him, okay? You need to release him, okay? Okay, destined to release. He's a part of your past. Let him go. And free yourself, open yourself up for what can come to you, okay? Love you. Alrighty. I'm going to hop off today because I feel like 3 hours and is a lot of time to spend for my day. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'll be back at 9 a.m. tomorrow. It'll be the last 9 a.m. on a Tuesday though, because the following Tuesday we go to the new schedule, which is 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 a.m. on Mondays and Fridays, and 2 p.m. on Wednesdays. So that's the schedule for the month of June, or the times that I've picked for the days. And we'll stick with that. Okay. So I love you guys. I thank you so much for joining me. I thank you for the likes, for the shares, for the appreciation, for all of, for everything. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay. And I hope you have a beautiful Monday. If you want to connect with me because you want to find out more, you can go to my webpage. And if you are looking at my webpage, you can see whatever is there. It has links to my Divine Feminine Healing Collective, which we meet this Saturday at 7 p.m. to do the third quarter check-in, which the third quarter is in Pisces. We meet with the Divine Masculine, which is my men's group. We meet on June 6th at 7 p.m. or sorry, at 6 p.m. June 6th at 6 p.m. for an hour. We meet because then I go live at 7 p.m. So we meet at 6 p.m. June 6th. I'm just thinking, my brain's going, what other information? Oh, and for the Divine Healing event, that's on the website as well. You can join the Divine Healing event, which runs from June 12th to 16th. It's a 5-day event that runs at 5 to 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And it's $25 to take part in that event. But you have, whoever attends the event and participates in the whole 5 days has an opportunity to win a 3-month, 6-session package with me called My Sacred Journey. What other information do I have to give you? You can also get a full reading off of my website. You can sign up for my Sacred Journey package or purchase an individual session of that. Or you can sign up for my Quantum Mind-Body Healing in a package, or you can get an individual session for that. So those are all available on my website, as well as a link to my podcast, Divine Healing. Episode 9 just went up since the rebrand. So episode 9, since I rebranded it to Divine Healing, is up effective today. If you have a healing story and you want to be on my podcast, connect with me and I'll send you the link for the interview, and we can see about having you on my podcast. It's all about healing and recovery and using holistic ways to overcome trauma, addictions, all of those things. And then you can always sign up for a free clarity call if you have any information after looking at my website and you want to find out more. I think that's pretty much it. But I love you guys. Subscribe to my website because oftentimes I do out email campaigns or things like that. And those emails and the campaigns that I send out, you could end up, you know, getting the subscribers of the website might get like a 25% off a service for a month. So it definitely makes sense to become a subscriber for my email. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can think of off the top of my head before I leave. Oh yes, and just a reminder, top gifters for June. Whoever the number one gifter on my channel on any format, whoever is the top gifter will win a free quantum mind, body, spirit healing session with me. So that could be to work on eradicating pain, eradicating addiction, trauma, opening up spiritually, like any of those things. So it's really amazing opportunity for whoever the top gifter is. Okay. Now I'm just sitting here shuffling cards. Interesting. Cool. All right. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Okay. Mwah. Love you. Thank you. Have a great day.